Hi folks, it's Thom. We're here to ask for your assistance. In the past, we've provided all of our videos free to the public, and we certainly hope to keep it that way. We're approaching 1,500 videos, and we are looking for ways to make our club more valuable to you. Soon you will be able to access a database and sort through all of our videos by author, game master, and player with links directly to YouTube. You'll also have links to the audio files on Spotify or iTunes. We're creating a gaming schedule for current and upcoming games for you to access. This reorganization is costing us a lot of time and effort. The only compensation that we get is from our Patreon site. For a few dollars a month, you can assist us to bring even more and diverse content. If you would like to help, go to patreon.com/intothedarkness. That's all one word. Just a few dollars is all we are asking. We love our patrons, and we would like to count you amongst them. Now back to the show. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I are playing the Delta Green role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is Saturnalia. It was written by Mellonbread, and it's from the 2022 Shotgun Scenario Contest. Our handler is Alex Sun, and this is a one-shot. So without any further delay, let's begin our journey into the darkness. Alex?
Thank you, Thom. It is December 2022. You have all received an email. You are now officially part of Working Group Glassine and are now a part of Operation Armored Index. You are to meet with Agent Yang, your case handler, at the Anchorage International Airport in Alaska. Private Airport Lounge 5. So, I want to know who everyone is and what they're packing. Let's start with Agent Tallis.
I'm Agent Tallis. I'm a paleontologist. I'm packing warm clothes and all of my equipment. I don't have a lot of large equipment, just things for digging up bones and mostly brushes and little picks and things like that. Not sure why they called me.
Very nice. How about Agent Sylvan?
Hi, my name's Howard. I'll be playing Agent Sylvan. Agent Sylvan is with the U.S. Forestry Service, and he is a district manager. I'm in charge of about a dozen park rangers, and we keep the forest nice and healthy, and I have a little bit of knowledge of cryptids, so maybe that's what we're dealing with.
Right. Now, this
and in
being
terms of, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So this being a program operation, what are you packing? What's in your go bag?
Well, I actually coordinated with the U.S. Forestry Service office in the Alaska area. They have dropped off a bag for me to pick up at the airport, and it is more than a bag. Chainsaw, survival gear for at least 7 days, a hatchet, Bowie knife, basically a bunch of survival gear where you could be dropped off in the forest anywhere, and in a few days have a nice log cabin.
Beautiful. And I love that.
Yeah.
How about you, Agent Sharky?
Hi, Agent Sharky is how I'll be referred to on this at this night at the opera. I work for the U.S. Forest Service's Biological Resources Department. I have some interest in various evolutionary biology, and my spectrum is bodies from evolutionary biology to forensics. And I have a pretty standard backpack of wilderness gear that I'm going to have to beef up a little bit for Alaska because I'm usually going someplace more temperate than that. But trowels, picks, sample cases, windbreakers, emergency crap, all of that is ready to go because I do that all the time. Not usually in Alaska.
Very nice. There's always a first. How about you, Agent Trench? Who are you, and what are you bringing?
I'm a federal law enforcement officer. I'm bringing a briefcase-sized forensics kit, digital camera, fingerprint, DNA, amongst other standard forensics tools, cold weather gear, and my sidearm, radio, and handcuffs, radio. That's about it.
And on the subject of sidearms, since you are all with the program, you are able to check in your sidearms into the airport and on your plane. Now, and last but not least, we have Agent Yeehaw.
Yeah, Agent Yeehaw coming in from Texas. I'm an anthropologist, but mostly I'm just ready for wilderness survival. So warm clothes, tent, some flares. I do have my sidearm, yeah. Maybe from the agency, I got a couple grenades. I got demolitions that I'd like to use that helps with the anthropology, but maybe the TSA took that away from me. That'd be reasonable. Never been to Alaska before. Don't know what I'm getting into.
Yeah, you wouldn't have the grenades. You'd get maybe some firearms.
No
but
problem.
With a proper demolition skill, you'd know how to make improvised explosives.
Yeah.
Just need the right ingredients.
Probably not on this case, yeah, but...
Right. And that brings you all to Airport Lounge 5, where a TSA agent stands in front of the door with his arms crossed. And when he sees you all arrive, he gives you a nod and steps aside. Inside this lounge is empty. Besides one person, looks like to be an Asian American in a light blue Hawaiian shirt. He has a coffee cup in his hand, as well as a suitcase, a rollable suitcase. And he says, come in. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable.
Are there snacks?
Of course there are. This is a lounge, of course.
I'm just checking. I will avail myself to the refreshments.
Wonderful.
Oh, yeah, great.
And this, for those of you with a HUMINT above 50, you immediately notice that, this isn't someone on vacation. It's a military type who kind of looks ill-fitted for what he's wearing. But
Hawaiian shirt in the middle of winter.
Well, he looks up at you, says, I do have a flight to catch to Hawaii, but since you're all here, we can start. I'm Agent Yang. I will be your case handler for Operation Armored Index. Just about 6 hours ago, there was a raging fire during a blizzard at a one-building town, the town of Bear Claw, Alaska. This building is a 10-floor building with all the commodities of the town. It has apartments, post office, police station, a library, schools, laundromat, all that. Burned to the fucking ground. He takes a sip from his coffee. And there was a blizzard happening. And when that blizzard cleared, one of our friendlies, his name is Boris Alexander, a firefighter who will be on site, he found a skeleton. A skeleton that was reportedly 15 feet tall amongst the rubble.
Inside the building?
Inside the building in the auditorium.
No. How many casualties were there?
Any survivors?
Yes. So the building had a population of 99 people. Only 2 people are out, and they've been transferred over to a hospital in Anchorage, which I'm actually heading to, where I will be giving interviews. So I will be updating you on what they say. But this team that I've assembled, Working Group Glassine, you're going to be heading into the site itself. You're going to identify, you're going to study the skeleton for anomalous properties, and then if it does have anomalous properties, you're going to secure it for pickup. We are going to be flying you into their airport, which is just really a 1,500-foot gravel airport runway close to the town. And from there, you'll take a snowcat to Bear Claw proper. Any questions?
Yes. Who is our Leo, and what are the exact weather conditions?
The weather has cleared up at this point. There's no more blizzard. And you're going to be meeting up with Boris Alexander, who is the friendly. He just knows that this is anomalous and that we're sending a group to check it out. He has managed to keep everyone out of the building for now, citing fire hazard concerns and structural integrity for the apartment building, which is known as the Malcolm Estate.
Is he a local safety officer or a police officer? Or
he's a firefighter.
And did you mean that 97 of the people made it out okay, or they died in the fire?
They all died.
They all died.
From what we know.
Okay.
We know at least 2 people made it out.
So there's more than
they're
just
still finding
one
bodies
skeleton.
in the rubble.
Yeah. I see.
Are you available by radio, or someone available by radio if an emergency evac or support?
Yes, I have packed a satellite phone here.
Excellent.
And then he takes one out of his green luggage.
And is there a green box in the area, or any, or any other resources?
We haven't used green boxes since the cowboy years. If you need anything from our organization, we can get it to you.
Oh, I understand that, but my thinking is that maybe there was something unaccounted for. That happens every now and then.
We wouldn't have records of that.
Okay.
Let's. Do you know anything about the skeleton, humanoid?
Yes, we have.
Human?
I've heard from the friendly that it is humanoid, but don't you have the skill set to identify this?
Almost definitely.
Agent Tallis?
Just want to know where to start.
Any local folklore, if it could be pertinent?
No.
All right, then.
You, Working Group Glassine, you're the experts in this case.
Okay.
So we trust you.
Local law enforcement, are they involved?
Yes, there will be some, I believe, state troopers around the site.
Do we know the senior state police officer?
I believe the friendly has the information.
In Alaska, it will be a trooper, won't it?
It will be a trooper, you're right.
Alaska State Trooper. There's no sheriffs in Alaska, and typically villages will have a non-law enforcement officer who acts as eyes and ears.
Do we go in as an alias, or are we pretending to be FBI, or
an appropriate cover would be to be part of the fire safety and structural and inspection team.
Yeah, well, the U.S. Forestry Service could be deployed if there's an anomalous fire. We need to make sure that there is no risk to the natural resources and parks of Alaska.
Excellent. You could play that angle, Agent Sylvan.
Yeah.
Another suggestion might be health and safety.
I will leave the experts to it. If you need me, you can contact me via the satellite phone.
Right.
But it seems like you have a flight to catch.
Yeah. As far as we know, only Mr. Alexander has seen these remains?
As far as I know.
far as you know. Do you know what floor of the Malcolm estate the auditorium was?
The first floor.
First floor. And is that where the fire presumably started, if it went up and killed everyone in the building?
The fire was, from what I heard from Mr. Alexander, the fire started on the third floor due to faulty wiring.
That's the cover, though.
And where is Alexander based? I mean, at the town.
They will
Bearclaw.
have EMT tents set up around this building.
Right. I was wondering what his normal jurisdiction is, because I don't imagine Bearclaw had a fire department.
No, he's from Anchorage. But he's on site.
Probably had a volunteer fire department. Not the best.
We can just say that we're interdepartment group of individuals, interagency.
Boris should be able to vouch for you.
Yeah.
I'm still unclear on our cover. Agent Sullivan you're going to go in as a forestry officer or forestry service personnel?
Correct.
And Talus, Yeehaw, and Sharky, and I'm still unclear on how I should go in.
Building inspector, check in integrity.
Is that you or me?
Yeah.
Or you could also say that you're FBI and there was an and that you
that calls a lot of attention though if he says he's FBI.
Yeah.
I mean,
because my character is FBI, and you're not supposed to know that yet.
Yes, but sometimes the best cover is the truth because it throws people off. But I see what Thom is saying.
Agent
when
takes a
Talus.
sip of his coffee and then tosses it into the garbage can.
We'll figure it out.
He stands up and walks out of the room.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
just
you can
thinking
clean
that
those mugs.
if we say the word health, then we have a reason to be in the building examining the bodies, and
No, I like that.
and we're not going to get called away to help fight a fire somewhere.
I mean, if the authority in place is Boris Alexander and he's vouching for us, then that's how it works. It's not like our actual affiliations are useful since we won't be using our actual identities.
I suppose these over here are plane tickets.
I mean, I'm already using an alias, believe it or not. Agent Sullivan's not my real name.
Right.
That'd be a heck of a coincidence working in the forestry service.
Agent
We should
Trench is
come up
not my
with
real name
names.
either.
We need to come up with names to use for the public.
Sylvan
My
works
name
fun.
is Yeehaw.
We can work that out on the plane.
Yes, you can. The TSA agent knocks twice on the door and opens it, and he says, "I will be taking you to your gate."
I grab all the snacks.
And we will cut to you landing on this gravel strip. There is the beautiful Alaskan wilderness all around you. On one side, you have the snow-capped mountains, and on the other, you have the ocean. The landing gives you an opportunity to see the devastation from this raging fire. About 5 to 10 feet from radiating out of the building, the snow has been melted. Portions of this apartment complex have collapsed. It looks bad. It's blackened. And a little bit outside of that are the neon orange and yellow tents with the EMT symbols on them. There's a few snowmobiles, but you'll have to take your own snowcat in, which is available as soon as you get out of the plane and you unload your luggage. So who's driving in? The snowcat can fit all of you.
Would that
That's
fall
a bit
under
easy.
drive or heavy machinery?
Drive.
Well, then,
I'll take a heavy machinery as well.
okay. I can drive unless someone else wants to.
I can drive.
All right, if you have a base percentage, I'm not going to make you roll. So,
I mean, my
40.
heavy machinery is 70, so.
Then,
My drive is 60.
yeah, you would get there fine.
Okay.
As you make your way in, it's pretty desolate. And how many of What's everyone's highest alertness?
60.
20.
50.
20.
Okay. All right. So with the 50, you're just scanning the area, and you're counting the ways ins and the ways out. You could leave Bear Claw via the docks if there are any boats around. There's obviously the airstrip, but you'd have to drive there.
Yeah.
And on the way to Bear Claw, there is a road, but it hasn't really been plowed at all because of the recent blizzard. This road, as you look up, it's 2 miles into an underground tunnel that goes through one of the mountains. So it's quite the trek. But other than that, it's isolated out here. And eventually, you get to Bear Claw. It's cold, frigid cold, but it's also a clear morning.
Should say about 12 degrees.
Yeah.
Fahrenheit.
Yeah. You're surrounded by the frost-tipped evergreens, surrounded by a blinding white snowfall. There's people milling about in the tent area. There's also some smoke and what smells like meat being cooked.
Yeah.
What's everyone doing?
Looking for that firefighter. Point of contact.
Okay. So as you scan around, you find the origin of this smoke. And it is what looks like a firefighter, as he is wearing the garb of a firefighter. He is in the middle of processing 2 large caribou and grilling them. And he gives you a wave.
I didn't follow that. 2 large caribou?
Yeah.
He's cooking for the people.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Making some nice barbecue for us.
Yes, he is. He gives you a friendly wave. He says, "You must be the team."
Yes.
Howdy.
Yes, we are.
Well, I've managed to keep everyone out.
Thank you.
But I can't keep them out for long. There's still bodies inside that need to be taken out.
All 97? Have any been taken out?
Some have been taken out, yes.
Question I have for you. Not from around Alaska.
You want caribou?
Of course. Thank you.
Yes,
Off
sir.
your plate, a warm plate.
Is it typical to have the entire town in one building as opposed to, a typical town with multiple single floor buildings?
Yes, this is not too uncommon. There are some other single building towns.
Easier
How many
to heat?
stories was it?
10.
10.
It
Well,
was
you don't
10.
ever have to go outside. That's the point.
Oh, okay.
Saves energy. Prevents people from dying.
Yes, yes. But a lot of people died.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with having everything in one place.
Was there any difficulty in extinguishing the fire?
Yes, there was.
Well, a blizzard for one thing.
No, I meant did it respond normally to having water poured on it?
Yes, we were able to contain the fire.
Okay.
Is there any evidence of accelerants being involved? Like, since this is Alaska.
I did not
kerosene.
see any.
Okay.
But
People
then
might
again,
export
I did
fuel
not
inside.
stay. I did not stay in for long. There is only a small team here, 6 people, including myself and excluding you. We have another fire inspector. There's some state troopers. They're around. An EMT.
Caribou's delicious.
Thank you. I take a lot of pride in that.
Where are we going to be staying?
You can take one of the tents.
Right.
But for now, I've informed everyone that you are the only ones allowed inside the building until you clear it.
Yeah, with body recovery, no one else has been in the auditorium yet.
No, I have tried
Right.
to keep them out,
Perfect.
but I'm not sure if other people saw it or not.
And forgive me, I didn't. Maybe this was mentioned. All right. Is the structure intact at all, or the entire thing is now just like down to
It's
one
intact.
level? Oh, it's still intact.
Yeah, it's a burnt out husk, but it is
Okay.
intact.
Okay.
So the whole building was on fire at one point in time. It's not part of it, it's the whole thing.
Yes, it all went up.
So it's not livable at all.
No.
No.
At this point, a female state trooper walks by and says, "Hello, I'm Officer Waters."
Glad to meet you.
Glenda Waters. Nice to meet you.
And she's wearing trooper insignia?
Yeah.
Happy to meet you, Trooper Waters. We've
If there's anything I can do to help, we need to get those bodies to their family members.
absolutely.
Just let us know when it's safe.
Thank you. Do you know what
That's what we're here for.
any more weather expected?
No, it seems pretty clear. It was a nasty blizzard. Nasty, I tell you. But the forecast says it's going to be clear for the next couple of days.
Well, hopefully we'll be out of your way very soon. We just want to check that it's good for you and your people. Do you know anything about the survivors? What their status is, who they were?
Yes, I know that there were 2 survivors. I think their names Ross, and then there was a Katie.
So Katie.
They were pretty shaken up, but they got flown back to Anchorage Hospital.
Are they related?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Trooper Waters,
Yes.
do you have an idea of what the death toll could be? We've got 2 survivors, and
Well,
how big was the
97.
village? How big was the village in the building?
99 people.
99. So probably 97 dead.
I hope not. The sooner we wait, there's more people under there in the rubble probably needing help.
All right.
There's
So-
an unknown number of survivors in the rubble.
So I don't want to just sit on my ass. And then she gives a look towards Boris.
Understandable.
Well, Mr. Alexander, maybe we should take a look then.
Yeah, let's set down our gear and I take
Yes.
it we have Con Edison helmets and
Yes, go. Do your job. And yeah, if you'd like, you can walk towards
Yeah.
the building.
Let's do it.
And
Conscious
as you're
snow.
walking past, there's some other snowmobiles, there's other tents that are set up. You see what seems to be a female EMT trying to sleep in one of the tents. You also pass by another trooper. He has a rifle strung on his back with a scope, as well as a huge pack of gear in a backpack that's filled full to the brim. He gives you a friendly wave. But he doesn't stop and go up to you.
Is it evident at all from the layout what the business of Bear Claw was before its population was wiped out? I mean, there are docks, so was it a fishing village?
Yeah, there were docks, but those are a little further away from the building.
And I wonder if these were mostly indigenous people. From my experience in Alaska, the white folks all move out for the winter and come back for the spring.
Right.
Not all of them, obviously, but a lot of.
You could only really guess unless you ask someone, like maybe
Right,
they did
left.
online work.
All right, so let's get inside. It looks a little dangerous.
I'm going to pull up my digital camera and just start taking pictures of the whole scene.
Yeah, it's pretty grim. Because as you approach the building, you can see the snow turning gray where the ash and snow mix together. It smells of burnt wood and a little underneath that, charred flesh.
Yeah, I'm going to mask up as well.
oh yeah, I assumed
Yeah.
we were.
Right.
Germs.
Firefighter respirators.
As you step inside this charred husk of a building, who's the first to enter?
I'll do it.
I'm quite eager.
I'm also eager. Yeah, we're pushing each other.
Okay.
Boink.
In that case, your feet brush aside what seems to be these metal, these melted metal bits in the rubble. Does anyone have firearms above 40?
Yes.
Then you would identify these as cartridge casings, which were melted by the fire.
I'll take pictures of those. It's
And
probably
now,
not unusual since it's, Alaska and they hunt. But
right.
this
But
could
now
mean
you're looking
something.
up. Bullet holes just are smattered everywhere in the peeling paint.
There was a
Some
small
of the walls.
stockpile of ammunition that could have cooked off. But it could also be
They're
someone
making
shooting.
holes in the wall, and you can
Yeah, but okay.
see
So
through the other side.
if it was ammo that was cooking off, the holes would be going crazy directions. Are they more or less going on a plane?
Yes.
Okay, so
With
that's
your
directed
experience in
fire.
firearms, yes, you know that.
That's okay. They were
Like
fighting
a
something
machine
here.
gun.
I will take a picture of that because that is a key piece of someone actually shooting. But it could be
Right.
something that happened before the fire.
It's
They just
true.
They didn't repair it.
And as you enter deeper and deeper into
Maybe.
this burned sanctum, the smell gets even worse. It's a sour, smoky smell. And some of you even see charred bodies underneath twisted rebar. Why don't you give me a sanity roll against violence, 0/1?
Okay.
With an O2, a rather wasted O2, I take it in stride.
I failed.
Pass.
Hey, Alex, what's my... I got 32 and my current is 60.
Mm-hmm. That's a
Not
pass.
sure how to interpret that.
That's a pass
Okay.
because it's lower than 60.
Okay.
Very well. So, the auditorium entrance is right ahead. There's still bullet holes in the wall. There's some portions of the wall that have collapsed.
Does it give the
This-
impression that it was a running firefight or that they were trying to stand their ground? Is there any indication of that yet, or it's
Given
not
your firearm skill,
Yeah.
looks like there was just a shootout.
Are there bullet holes behind where they were shooting from though?
Oh yeah,
They were shooting each other.
yes.
Oh boy.
At least two factions.
Yep.
How high is the ceiling in this? Like, are we in a hallway from the entrance to the
Well, it's an
auditorium?
auditorium, so I would say it's about 20 feet tall.
Well, but
The
you said
hallway's
that we're
10.
not in the auditorium. Okay, got it.
How exposed are these bodies? Are they buried or
Some are crushed by just cement.
Things falling.
is there evidence of bullet holes in the bones
Mm,
or in the visible bits?
Do you have a forensic skill?
I do. It's 40.
Okay, then I'll give it to you. Yes, people were shot.
Alright, so we
So
have
most...
At least the one you looked at.
Are we able to determine if they were shot? No, never mind. I was wondering if like before or after the fire. That would be really hard to determine though.
Well, I'm going to start processing this as a homicide scene
Mm-hmm.
and put tags down at everything and photograph the living daylights out of everything.
All right, that's going to
Count
take
the
you time,
bodies.
and you'll have to split off from the group.
Yeah. No, that's
I
not
wanna-
exactly what a building inspector would do. If we're wanting to keep cover.
Yep.
Well,
I'm
we're in a
gonna-
building.
I'm gonna push ahead to the skeleton. I really want to get eyes on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Right where I'm going.
So you push open the doors and you see ahead of you the charred chairs, rows and rows of charred chairs that lead up to the stage where a melted piece of just slag and metal is at the center of the stage. And sprawled across in front of this piece of melted metal between the end of the seats and the stage is this 15-foot skeleton.
Is there any hair, any flesh at all?
No flesh. But you being a member of your field, the field of paleontology, you would know that there might be marrow.
Well, sure, but does this look like a cleaned skeleton, like the kind you would use in a laboratory, or a museum, or
Is this a creature that was
alive?
Exactly.
Does it look like something that was alive? Yes. Yes, it does. And I'm going to say that's a sanity roll against the unnatural, 0/1. Not too punishing.
And I'm not with them because I'm processing a crime scene.
That's correct. You're alone.
Say it again.
It's a sanity roll against the unnatural with a 0 on a success and 1 on a failure.
Yes.
Okay, that didn't do me well. Oh.
I took 1 on that.
Yeah, same.
So I have, this is not my first, rodeo here. Can I just roll to see if I've ever encountered or heard of anything like this?
Yeah, you can roll a cult.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So
okay. Let's see here. That is a 1 second. Okay, so that's just a regular success.
It's fairly intact. And with your regular success, Agent Sylvan, you recall tales of either Yetis or Bigfoot.
Okay.
Cryptozoology.
Okay, so
I'm going to go up to the skull and I'm going to examine teeth structure, facial structure, cranial structure.
All right. Okay. All right. What about everyone else? Yeehaw, Sharky, Sylvan.
Yeah. It's quite obvious, huh? Anyone who's opened that door has been able to see this.
Yep. I'm actually going to try and get a sense of what they were doing with this thing. So it's in an auditorium, and
it's in the orchestra pit.
Yeah.
Is that right? But it's lying head on one side and feet on the other side in the orchestra pit.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. There's of course general fire debris. Is there anything that would suggest that there were people in the auditorium when the fire began?
Oh, yes.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yes. So, Sylvan, what is your alertness or your search? Your search is more appropriate.
Well, let's take a look at the search. 50.
All right. I'll give it to you because you've worked in the forestry service before. You've seen the products of wildfires. You've seen melted beer cans, which you are seeing right now. The one thing that is not quite right as you're looking around is that the fact that you're seeing the remnants of burnt trees.
That's weird.
That have sprouted from the carpet.
So there were saplings growing here.
Correct.
In the building.
In the building.
Out of the floor.
And I'll take an archaeology roll from you, Agent Talus and Yeehaw, or Sharky, if you're examining this. You can give me your biology roll as well, if you're going to start your forensic.
Any indication of what species of tree is it? Fir, pine, maple?
What's your natural world? I don't think there's a natural world. What is your survival or your intelligence times 5?
Okay, and into times 5. Okay, 55.
All right, roll.
Okay. No.
Okay.
It's a tree.
These trees aren't from around here. That's for sure.
Okay.
No, there's the
Well,
skeleton.
I want to know how this thing got in here. I mean, I'm looking. Is there like any signs of a giant smashing through a doorway or hole in the wall?
None of that. But as you
Yeah.
look around, there's more signs of destruction. You looked on the ground, and there seems to be the remnants of a keg.
Beer
of beer.
keg?
Yeah,
Yeah, metal or wooden?
metal. The colors melted,
Okay.
muted.
Near
So, Tom,
the orchestra pit.
Yeah, I would say so. And there's a couple kegs. There's maybe 6. Now you're counting 7, 8 tossed aside.
And
The tops of
it's
them torn off.
They were giving it beer, I think.
yeah, it's like a circus. They were all here watching the freak show.
I don't know. It's
Handler, you said it's December of 2022. December what?
Well,
Is it, say, near the winter solstice?
yes, I would.
Right. So they were having a big winter party with their giant skeleton.
it was a giant something. It wasn't always a skeleton.
Right. Talis, did you give me an archaeology roll? Because I'm assuming you're examining the skeleton.
yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm looking.
All right.
Well, I do a paleontology roll.
Right, you can roll that.
I pass. I'm looking to see if it has any damage. Were they hitting it? Let's say I could see damage to the bones or
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so as you take a look at this, you can roll sanity. Because what you're seeing, and this is going to be a 0/1d4.
Is this just him or all of them?
Just him, because he's looking at it, and he's an experienced member of his field, he's seeing that there's signs of breakage in these bones, but also at the same time regrowth.
so
Oh.
he's lived a hard life out in the woods.
What do you think it's Paul Bunyan?
The facial structure, I'm guessing, doesn't look human. Maybe more Neanderthal-esque or
Yeah, you're thinking that.
larger canine teeth than would be normal in a
Mhm.
human.
And then
bigger jaw.
you're using your whole kit to examine these bones, right?
Right, yeah.
Then I'd give you the information that the age of these bones is inconsistent. There are some portions of the bone where it's baby fresh. And then there's other portions of the bone, and as you do a sample, date back to maybe 600 BC. And that's another sanity roll.
Sense it all.
0/1d4.
1d4. We're going to go off the deep end pretty quick.
This is impossible.
Yeah, this makes no sense at all, folks.
Right. Sharky, what are you doing? Are you examining the skeleton as well? Because you can learn your own from the biology roll.
Yes, I'm first of all, are there any soft tissues present? Are the bones linked together with ligaments, or are they laid out as if
Yes, there are soft tissue.
there's
Just
soft
bits of
tissue
it.
left?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And there is some marrow.
Right. I'm not going to break any bones right
Break the bones.
right away we need a lab to test the DNA anyway. I'm going to go over the skull though for fragments of flesh. Maybe there's something in the sinus, in the cavities.
Mm-hmm.
Or
you can
I would
do
like
that.
to see if what's going on in there.
Look
This
here,
is
doctor.
This is not a burned looking skeleton, right?
It looks a bit charred, but there's some portions of it which aren't burned, and these would correlate to the baby fresh bones, portions of the bones.
But there are no bullet holes in it. There's no other injuries. Besides, you said they were broken and healed.
I would say that there were signs of previous injury. But
right, you mentioned broken bones. Yeah.
And some maybe even be attributed to maybe a gunshot wound that happened 10, 20 years ago.
No, you see here, Agent Sharkey, the sutures in the skull on this side, they appear to be quite, for a full-grown adult, but here they seem to be parted like in an infant's head. It's almost as if the bone regrowth is producing brand new bone. You can see it in the arms, in here, in the ribs, as if these ribs here were broken, but they healed themselves. They healed themselves in a very, not the way our bones do,
No, and doesn't it seem to you that some of this bone is tarnished with age, whereas some of it is quite clean? And obviously, the flesh wasn't burned off it. This was here as a skeleton before the catastrophe.
Yeah. As if let's just call it what it looks like, a Sasquatch lived in multiple timelines at roughly the same time. It's hard to understand.
When we think about extracting it, we should be mindful of the possibility that it's still regenerating tissue.
I have to check
Yeah, could we test that somehow? Could we nick it with a knife and see what happens?
Well, we need to get this out of here.
Yeah. Is there a loading bay for this place? Because if you have the old town in one building, I assume
there
at some point.
Yeah, but you don't know where it is. You'd have.
I'm gonna go look for that.
Okay.
We need a body bag. See if we get a body.
There's no body bags that are big enough.
No, we're gonna.
Yeah.
We're
there
just
are
gonna
if we
have
stack
to use,
the bones all together,
or we might have to just use tarp and duct tape or something. But
yeah.
How flexible are the soft tissues that remain? Can I bend an arm?
Yeah, it feels like cartilage.
Yeah.
Ew. Okay.
Are there regular human corpses around the skeleton that look like might have been smashed by the thing?
Yeah, and now that you're looking around, there are some corpses, but some of them don't have limbs.
Yeah, looks like
torn off.
Yeah, I mean, if there was a fire out here, then people would be pushing each other trying to get to the exit. If there's corpses down here at the orchestra pit, something else is going on.
And as you are, I'll let you finish, Agent.
I was just going to say, from the ligature marks here on the arm bones and the leg bones, our friend here must have been very strong.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Talus, I don't want to do anything to this thing without, your go ahead. But what do you think about gashing it with a knife and seeing, just keeping an eye on it?
Well, we can. I don't really want to damage it, but here, let's try this, and I'll find a part on a rib bone or something like that, and make a cut into the rib bone.
Right, there is marrow inside, and from your scientific background, you and Sharky, you know that whatever this is alive,
still viable.
Right.
So you look surprised. What's going on?
Yeah, this guy's still got functioning blood manufacturing tissue inside his bones.
Wouldn't he need veins?
I mean, the marrow is producing red blood cells. He can bleed. What was the brain cavity like?
It has a bit of organic matter inside.
Yeah. Most of everything was cooked out, and the fatty tissue melted, of course, in the heat of the fire.
Well, that's not my impression. Handler, was it the flesh burned off, or was this a skeleton?
The flesh was burned off.
Okay, yeah. I misunderstood. All right.
It's mostly just a skeleton.
And I'll use this moment to jump back to Agent Trench as you are walking around the apartments. You're documenting everybody. You're taking pictures, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then, as you're walking around, you'd hear thumping, But not the thumping of someone banging on the wall. It's the thumping of music, of bass. And you're hearing it through the walls. And there's the murmuring of conversation, animated conversation that you can't quite make out, but it's there. And these bullet holes that have been shot into the wall, places where there's breakage of red light, starts to radiate out from the other side. What do you do?
Investigate.
All right, how?
Red light coming through holes in the wall.
Correct.
Peer through it.
Okay. As you peer through the wall, you can see someone tied to a chair. And they are being tortured by a man or some other sinister figure wearing a black trash bag outfit. The man has a cleaver. He's hacking into this man's legs, the one that's tied to the chair. Roll sanity for me, please.
94.
All right, take 1 sanity damage.
So 59.
Right. And he's hacking away. The man is screaming. What do you do?
I got to get to him.
All right, there is
Where's the door to
passageway
get to
on the
that
other
room?
side. It's right there, 3 feet away.
Okay.
And as soon as you take your eye out, the red light is gone. There's no more music. There's no more murmuring. You are alone once more in an empty shell of this one building apartment. And when you open the door, there's nothing on the other side besides the remnants of a chair. Would you like to do anything else?
I would like to look around that room and see body parts, the meat cleaver.
You don't see damning evidence like that. You do see some dried blood, which, what is your forensics?
My forensics is 40.
Then I'll give you the fact that the blood splatter pattern matches someone having their legs chopped by a cleaver. But it's all ashy and burned. A broken chair lies discarded on the side.
Broken how? Was it
Tossed.
broken with a meat cleaver, or was it crushed, or was it tossed?
Something like that.
So blunt force.
Right. And then I'll jump to Sylvan as you exit the auditorium to find the loading bay. And when you step out into the hallway, you're hearing the same thing. Red. There's red light streaming out of the cracks into from the auditorium that you just stepped out of.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There's the sound of merrymaking, carousing, laughter, a deep baritone laughter.
Like a giant being laughing.
Oh, yes.
And there are other people laughing?
Yeah.
Anyone not laughing?
If they weren't laughing, then you couldn't hear them.
Okay. All right. And but I only see red light. I don't see anything happening.
If you're looking through the red light, otherwise you can open the door back into the auditorium where your agents are currently.
I'll look. I'll look into the trap.
Okay.
I look in.
As you look through one of the cracks, you can see a giant on a throne of metal twisting off a keg top and just chugging it. He has woman on his lap, which he's touching, and there are people laughing, and they're all wearing these trash bag outfits Some of them prostrate themselves on the ground in reverence for this giant. And this giant itself, muscular, scarred, and it has a well-groomed beard that is dripping with alcohol. And he's just laughing.
I mean, does he just look like a giant person? He looks like
Yes,
a Sasquatch?
he looks like... What is his history?
My history? That's a whopping 10.
Okay, you can roll.
Sure. No. We're close.
All right. It looks like a mostly nude giant.
Mostly nude. Is he wearing a crown or anything?
No. The only thing he wears is his graying hair. His long graying hair.
Okay, but he's not like a giant ape where there's fur everywhere. It just looks like a giant dude with a giant beard.
Right. Do you open the door?
Yes.
Okay. So you open the door. And the sound just gets louder. You are there. The giant looks right at you and he says,
Come, make merry. Drink.
Love to. Remind me who you are, please.
I am Saturn.
Yeah?
And he just reaches down to one of the women that he's kept around him and just starts gnawing on her arm.
Wow.
Chewing it clean off. She is in shock. Roll sanity.
Yeah. Ooh, no. No. Not like 100 or anything, but that's an 85, and that's not going to work.
All right. Why don't you take a D6 for that
All right.
vision of cruelty.
Only 2.
Okay.
So, just want to make sure I understand the scene. So, people are carousing, they're having a good time.
Everything is unburned.
Obviously, everything's unburned. And then all of a sudden, like without warning, this guy just like starts eating the person.
Oh, yeah.
What are the people around him doing?
The ones wearing trash bags, they cheer.
Okay.
And 2 of them begin to walk towards you.
I'm going to start backpedaling a bit here and be like, I think I left something on the stove. I'm going to, and at that point, I'm just running and I'm going to close the door before they get to me.
What's your dexterity?
Oh, it's at least 5,000. My dexterity.
Well, I've written down your dexterity already. It is 50.
Yep.
So as they calmly walk towards you, as soon as you make any movement of the one step back, they run at you full sprint, and they draw their knives.
I'll draw my knife.
All right.
Yeah.
So we'll go into combat proper as they.
I was not expecting that. Okay.
Delvin, what are you doing?
I'm
Saturn. He watches in amusement while he's chewing on the remnants of a woman's arm, savoring it, sucking it.
I am still backpedaling. I got my Bowie knife out, and I am just, I'm in a fighting stance, and
You're welcome to give me an
up.
attack roll.
Sure. That's a solid maybe. Hold on one second. That's a regular success.
Okay. So with a regular success, you manage to just slash at one of them with the Bowie knife. They almost run into it. You can feel the pressure of the knife entering their body. It's really unpleasant. But now it's their turn. One of them screams out. Saturn laughs. And you can hear it echoing in your head over and over as the other trash bag wearing humanoid brings down a rusty screwdriver.
Oh.
And
I thought this might be a short scenario for Agent Sylvan here. Okay.
Right, take 3 as you feel the singeing, burning pain of that metal object piercing your shoulder blade. You can hear it scrape against your bone.
Oh,
And you collapse the floor from the blow. You have the screwdriver inside of you. You blink, and it's no longer red. You are yelling out in pain. Those of you in the auditorium, you hear this.
Oh yeah, run out.
Yeah, respond.
He might be injured from falling on something.
Right. Trench, you also hear this as well. The pain cries of Agent Sylvan. And as you exit the auditorium, you see him on the ground, a small pool of blood emanating from his shoulder, and a screwdriver inside of him still.
well, shit.
What happened? Is the building collapsing? Did that fall from the ceiling?
No, that would be... We can't let the people in here. We're going to have to get a cover story, and I relate to them everything that just happened, and I explained to them that was not an illusion.
Right. You can roll sanity for that one.
Yeah, I was just stabbed by people in the past in another dimension. That's a success.
Okay. With the success, that's the one, because there's no other way you can reason it away.
You say you say it was Saturn.
Yep.
Yeah,
Saturn.
like the Goya painting.
Saturn devouring his children. Yes,
Yeah.
that's because he's Kronos, god of time. In the Greek mythology, he ate his children. Now that's interesting because we've got bones that seem to be from multiple time periods.
Okay. That actually, I hate to say this, that makes sense.
What do you mean different? Like the corpses are from different times?
No, the giant skeleton.
The giant skeleton seems to have multiple different time periods in his bones. Some of them are very old. Some of them are recently completely renewed. It's just, I would say, if it was something like one of those silly characters that people go to the movies and watch, that they can heal themselves in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, circus show.
But
we need to go take that thing's head off. I don't want it walking around.
I think we need to collect all of the parts of it and put it in a tarp. And of course, we only have tents
separate
to
tarps.
stay in. I wish they had another building around here where we could stay.
I don't think we want to stay. I think we want to separate the constituent parts of that thing before it regenerates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can talk while we're doing that. Let's start ripping it apart.
It's also, I believe, in the middle of Saturnalia right now. That's from December, is it 17th to the 23rd?
What
was that?
What is that?
Well, that's an ancient Roman festival of Saturn. It's what they used to do before they did Christmas.
Oh, so look, this is a little bit out of my knowledge base here. Did the Saturn guy have any weaknesses?
He's a god in the stories.
Shit.
His weakness was Zeus, wasn't it?
Well, it took three of the other gods to imprison him.
Even after his wife castrated him and threw his testes into the sea, he continued to bear children in the ocean.
No, you got it wrong. It was Kronos who castrated his father, Uranus. Uranus's testicles dumped in the ocean.
Yeah, well,
I'm just shaking my head at these guys, being like,
you still have a screwdriver in your shoulder, by the way.
Yeah, I know, but you're not supposed to just pull it out.
That's rusty too.
Yeah, is it? Okay. Well,
hopefully, despite their up behavior, they weren't defecating on their rusty machinery, so you won't probably get tetanus. But we will. I'm
getting a shot anyways. So I'm just doing basic first aid where,
I'll
to anyone who's listening.
All right, so if you're doing first aid on yourself,
I'll take a
-20.
I'll take care of the first aid because you're going to need both arms and one of them's got a screwdriver in it. So just lie back and try to not fidget.
Yeah, Agent Trench, you're also here because I'm guessing you heard the screaming.
I've got a regular success for first aid.
Okay, great. Then I suppose Agent Sylvan can recover a D3 hit points.
I want to get the tarp so that we can put the remains in here and take it with us.
I'm taking
tarps.
its head off. If anybody's helping me, we got to take this thing to pieces.
Well, it's almost in pieces right now. It's just some tendons.
Yeah, we wanted to stay that way.
Let's check this little cut that we made to see if there's any evidence that it's healing.
Yeah, and I mean, how long ago did we cut it? Just like
Sorry, it's
5
not a
minutes or
D3,
less?
it's a D4. So
5 minutes.
Okay, let me reroll
Yep.
that.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Wait a minute.
That's I healed 3.
Awesome.
So
all right,
I'm
so
good.
I'm gonna say Sylvan and Sharky, you're both in the hallway with you're doing this first aid. And Yeehaw, Talus, you've entered the auditorium. What about
Yeah.
Trench? What is Trench doing?
Yeah, Trench, are you coming with us?
I will definitely come with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, so we were saying we wanted to see the score we made since it's only been a couple of minutes. Like, if there's any change on that, then yeah, the healing power is intense.
Okay. Yeah, right. So you're looking at the cut, the incision you made on the bone.
Right.
It is not immediately just regenerating.
Okay.
That's a plus.
Yeah.
It
Those
might
of
take
you-
some time.
Yeah, those of you outside in the hallway, Sharky, you did a great job. You managed to get the screwdriver out and staunch the wound with some of your supplies. And when you both look up, you hear the thumping of the bass.
Oh shit!
It is dark in this hallway. And what are you doing? You're hearing the sounds of footsteps.
Why
Running?
don't they hear that outside? Running, no good.
They're running away from you.
I think we should get up and get out of here.
You have no light.
Wait, I have a flashlight.
Right. Do you turn it on?
Yes.
All right. So as you turn on the flashlight, you illuminate the backs of what seem to be regular civilians, but they're running down the hallway away from you.
Which means it's behind us. It's a ghost, though. Let's just get out of the way and let the ghost chase the people.
You hear...
Are you sure about that? Because then a ghost stabbed me with a screwdriver.
give me an alertness, Sharky.
Bum, bum, bum. What didn't I put any points in? No good. 69, not a 66, so it's not as bad as it might have been.
Okay. So that's still a failure.
Yeah.
Sylvan, you're looking at Sharky like, are you sure it's a ghost, right? And that's when you see a giant hand grab Sharky from shoulder and just drag him into the darkness.
Holy shit!
And you don't have any light, Sharky. So you're smelling alcohol, wine, the smell of blood carousing in the distance, and you feel its hot breath breathing down on you. And then your arm pops out of its socket.
Oh! I was going to ask him for a drink. I thought he might like me. Instead, I just am screaming in agony.
And now I'm screaming, Sharky! Sharky!
Right, so for having your arm dislocated like that...
oh, I thought he ripped it off. I thought
No.
he was... Okay.
Not yet. But
Not yet.
That's really up to you, Sylvan. What are you doing?
I'm running to help my colleague. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I'm running in there. I'm going to, I'll
So you're in a hallway that's about 10 feet tall, and when you turn the corner, you see Saturn
oh,
on
you
all
again.
fours. He's got Sharky in his hands like a marionette, like a Barbie doll, and he's just popped out one of his arm from the socket. What are you doing?
Could you stop doing that, please?
He laughs at you, and he's gonna reach out to you with his other hand.
Oh man, I didn't want to have to do this. All right, I take the Bowie knife and yeah, I'm now fighting a god apparently.
All right,
Yeah,
give me a
this is-
melee weapons roll.
This is gonna go well.
Also, Sharky, make a sanity roll against violence from that extreme pain.
Sure.
Oh wow! Oh my god! I rolled 4.
4, excellent. So you stab down on his like thumb, at the base of his thumb, and
Yeah.
he just shakes it, and he starts screaming. It shakes the building. He lets go of Sharky.
I then grab Sharky and
Give me an athletics.
I'm just like pulling him back. We got to get out of here. Alrighty, athletics. What are you set to? Okay, 30. All right. Ooh, no.
Okay,
Handler, what's
Yes.
I succeeded on the sand roll.
0.
So 0.
You're keeping it together.
All right. And can I roll athletics as well?
Of course.
Not that
I'd
it's
love
my
for you to roll
strong
athletics.
suit. Yeah, no good either.
Okay, so you're
Win.
trying to limp away. It's gonna try and roll one last time because you both failed, and you got really lucky. So no one's losing any limbs today, and he basically this creature, this Saturn, semi-nude, he starts to have a temper tantrum as you manage to barge your way into what seems to be a bar.
Hmm.
There is a lone woman drinking at the bar while there's chaos is all around. And that's when we're going to cut over to the other group in the auditorium.
Did you hear something?
Yeah,
Nothing.
they're fiddling around out there. I'll say if we separate the head right above the atlas bone from the skull, that'll certainly make it easier to carry.
Yeah. Yep, let's pop that sucker off.
Okay,
So-
yeah, you do it.
Well, it is
And you
very
just wench it and...
Yeah.
Comes
Well,
right
we
off.
won't want to wrench it. We want to cut it very
Oh,
carefully.
then you surgically cut it.
Yeah, I'm wenching while he cuts. What do you think? Arms and legs too?
Yes, watch out. Those teeth look remarkably sharp for...
Yes, its
Um,
incisors are yellowed.
Oh yeah, I got like
Stained.
my grip in the eye sockets. Just
Yeah, you've disassembled this skeleton.
Okay.
Maybe it's a little too easy.
all right. Well, I mean, yeah.
we need to get a tarp or a body bag that we can stuff all of these bones into. Number
I mean,
not
yeah.
body bags.
What
I'm sure
about
they
what
have
about 6 body bags?
I'll go get the body bags.
All right, so you're going to step outside of this building. What's
Yeah.
Trench doing? Agent Trench.
I'm gonna
So
help
how-
the body back.
Yeah, how well
You're
did we
helping
hear them
Yeehaw,
screaming?
but
I'm
everything.
helping. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Well, like
It was-
how loud was their screaming? Like, did we hear Sharky?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, so definitely just moving them to different corners of the room, spreading it out.
All right, and you're packing these bags. Very nice.
Yeah.
So
So
You
Sharky,
step
what's
out.
with the tree in the middle of the auditorium?
It's quite unusual. I wish I had more biology. I don't understand this at all. It's like
Growing
they
in
must have-
concrete, or is there like soil underneath the floor?
It's carpet, right?
it's carpet. It's growing out of the ground.
So it's been there either a while or it's really fast.
They've
growing.
put them here with super glue for some sort of bizarre
So it's an artificial tree?
No.
and all.
No, it's a real tree
Correct.
growing in carpet.
Out of carpet.
If I
Well, a
had
bunch of little
botany-
sproutlings, right? Like none of them
Yeah.
are more than like a foot tall.
Some of
Is it-
them are
is it-
over a foot tall.
Is it
Okay.
one sapling or
No.
a bunch of saplings?
Multiple. And if you give me a anthropology works. Yeah, that really works.
Ooh, all right.
It could be that Agent
Uh,
Sylvan might know the species of tree.
Yeah, I got a 29 pass on anthropology.
Okay. In that case, maybe you've seen some of these before in different cultures, mostly in the Mediterranean. Because these remind you of fig trees or grapes. There's some
Yeah. Well, we've been talking Greek. Yeah, these trees are what I mean, yeah. They're grapes and figs, the type of stuff they'd be eating.
That's very strange. You can't
Yeah,
grow
I mean they're all way
grapes.
too young. They're not harvesting from them.
Well, they couldn't be growing here anyway. They're from the Mediterranean. This climate here is
Well,
would kill
it's
any
inside. Maybe this was some kind of greenhouse.
auditorium. It's mostly
Yeah.
dark.
Or is there like
Mostly
UV
sun.
lights or anything?
No,
Like a okay.
nothing of that sort. Talus, you
Okay.
said you were stepping out of the building.
Yeah.
As you pass by the hallway where Sharky and Sylvan were, they are not there.
Okay.
They might have made their way back into the campsite.
Yeah, they might be gone somewhere.
So
All
you
right,
step out.
So I step out. I'm going to head towards the teams
Mhm.
of people, for working on that we're going to get the bodies and ask them. I'll tell them I need 3 body bags.
Okay, so you head over to, let's say, Alexander,
Okay.
Boris, and he
Yes.
is still working on his caribou, but there's a worried look on his face, and he says, have you seen Officer Waters?
No.
She's gone missing.
Glinda?
Yes.
Well, it's. She knows the territory probably pretty well, better than I would.
No,
Um,
I promised to make a plate for her,
Oh,
and she has not shown up.
well, she must
And
be
it's
here
been
somewhere.
10 minutes already.
Anyways, we need 3 body bags. Do you know where we can get those?
Yes, I can get you those over there.
Your caribou smells delicious.
Thank you. And you're going to drag the 3 body bags back.
Yeah, I hope don't have to drag them, but yeah.
And as you walk back to the building, give me an alertness roll.
I'm not. Oh, I got a 15.
In that case,
What is my alertness? My alertness is 20. So yeah.
in that case, you're seeing blood in the snow and the signs of a body being dragged towards the building.
Near. Okay, so towards the building.
Right.
I'm going to. Am I still within yelling distance of Alexander?
Yeah, I would say so.
Mr. Alexander, come and look at this.
Okay. And he starts to run towards you. And then that's when we'll cut once more to Agent Sylvan and Sharky as you just hear the echoing laughter of Saturn outside, and he says,
I am merciful. I will let you go for now.
and you hear him crawling away.
So what were you saying? It's a ghost?
Yeah.
That's not a ghost.
Do we recognize the lady at the bar?
No, you do not. She is looking out of the window where there is just a blizzard. And she's just drinking herself into oblivion. She is not wearing trash bag clothing. But
Would you pour me one of those while my friend tries to put my arm back into the socket?
Yeah, and you're directing me, and I'm like, so I kind of know what we're doing here. I have to pull it at the right angle, and
yeah, he was yanking it this way, so you're gonna have to pull it up, and then
All right, ready? All right, we're gonna do this on
all right.
1, 2,
First aid
and
roll.
I don't wait for 3. I just I'm sorry, so I can surprise him.
First aid roll, please.
For me?
Oh yeah.
Can I get an assist since he's telling me what to do?
Plus 10%.
Oh boy, that's not gonna help. You lucky bastard! I rolled a 6.
Very nice. In that case, with a pop, your arm is. You can use your arm again. Heal 1 hit point from that. And the woman just pours you 2 drinks, whiskey.
I don't know if we should drink anything.
We're
I'm sorry?
We're so fucked.
That's what she says?
Yeah.
When did it start?
They shouldn't have let him in.
No, they shouldn't have let him in.
How long has he been with you?
Since the start of the storm. Maybe 3 or 4 days ago.
Oh,
So
God.
a giant guy knocked on the door and you guys let him in.
Was my choice.
Well, I picked up
It
on
was
that.
the police chief.
The police chief, huh? This might be an odd question, but was he expected by anyone?
I don't know. And now they have some kind of fucking cult and
Yeah, what's with the trash bag people?
Saturnites.
Saturnites.
They don't have togas. You'd think they'd have
Yeah.
gone for sheets, though.
With everything going on, I wasn't gonna say it, but you're right.
She takes another sip of the amber liquor.
Oh, yeah, that helps a little bit. Jesus Christ.
So, listen, was anyone doing anything like ritual, any chanting, anything like that?
They were taking part of orgies, drinking. It was awful.
Do you know Russ or Katie?
Katie? Katie's the bartender.
When did you see her last?
She's a servant of Saturn. She loves hurting people for him.
Great.
And
That's
Ross?
bad news.
Ross? He's a dealer.
Like
a
a
biker.
drug dealer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what to do.
Well,
We're gonna
You're
die
doing
out there and we're gonna die in here.
I'm giving Sharky a look like, dude, do we tell this chick that?
You're doing the right thing. The blizzard's going to end. We've got people coming outside. So avoid them. Enjoy a drink. Try to stay calm.
She starts sobbing. Give me a roll against sanity, against helplessness. 0-1.
For both of us?
Yeah.
And I hope Sharky's picking up on it and be like, you do realize she could be dead already. But no,
And
that's
as
a
you take
95.
Very nice. It's 1 sanity damage against helplessness. And as you take another drink, Sharky, savoring that flavor, you open your eyes again, and you are in a burnt-out bar with Sylvan.
Is there a female
No.
corpse? Okay.
That probably took her somewhere else. She might have been the one that you saw her arm getting eaten off.
Yeah, so listen, we can't let other people in here. We gotta get out of this building. We gotta seal it. We'll tell them we found, I don't know, asbestos. I don't really care. We just can't let people in here.
Right. Well, we might want to restart a fire, but more importantly, if the police chief was the head of the cult, then he might still be active. And if Russ and Katie were the only survivors and they're cultists, then we have an external containment issue. So let's get out of the building and radio Yang.
Agreed. And at this point, if we have to break a window or something to get out of the building, I'm willing to do that because this is bad. We're getting really messed up here.
Yeah, you can get out of the building. And Talus, he's walking in.
As soon
with
as I say
Boris at his side. Apparently they're following a trail.
I said, guys, it's much more dangerous than we thought in there. And I'm to Talus, I'm eyeing my injury, and I'm also eyeing, hoping he picks up on the fact that Sharky is holding his arm like that. And
Boris, do you know a police chief that was resident here?
Yes. I talked to him before.
He's alive.
No, we haven't been able to find him.
Oh, good. Yes.
Yes, that was Andy, the police chief. Oh no, Jacob.
Jacob, the police chief. Okay.
So we think he was involved in there was violence here before the fire.
I do not
Uh,
like this place. There's a blood trail that Agent Tallis. Oh, he doesn't say Agent Tallis. He says Tallis's code name that he gave him.
Frank
That he
Denning.
found. Frank Denning.
Yeah.
This Mr. Denning, he found a blood trail. It's fresh.
And
it's leading further into the building.
Miss Waters is Officer Waters is missing. Excuse me, I'm going to go take these bags to the other side.
Somebody's
What's-
missing. That means more sacrifices. Let's get outside, Sylvan.
Well, he's about to go back in, and I stop him, and I said, we need to get everyone out, Tallis, and then I'm whispering directly in your ear, and then just say, we need to just bomb the shit out of this place or something, because
Well,
every time we go in there, we're getting trapped in the past for a period of time, and we're getting injured.
our job was to get the bones, so that's what I'm doing. Once that's over, we're going to leave anyway. And if you want to bomb the place, or I mean, that's fine. I don't care. I need the bones.
He needs the bones.
Okay.
It shouldn't take more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, right. And
Right.
as you enter the auditorium with the extra bags, French and Yeehaw, they're there organizing everything.
You only brought 3? Probably need more than that.
Well, we can just split it
Torso.
into 3. It's
Arms and legs.
yeah.
I guess maybe we could shove the head someplace.
He'll put the head in
Easy
this
enough
one,
to
you know,
do.
it's- and I lean forward and I go, "Are they all right?" They seem to have injured themselves, but they seem to be. It sounds
Are-
like they're hallucinating.
Sylvan and
Well, I
Sharky,
think
did you guys bail, or are you still here?
I believe they're in the hallway with Boris. Boris?
They're their front door. They were
He's
leaving.
concerned. He says we need to follow this trip.
Boris, I don't want you to go in there. It's very dangerous. We need someone to overlook the base campsite. We will go follow this trail, and we have first aid supplies, and we will find her.
Okay.
What? We have to radio gang.
Okay, we'll do that first, and then we'll follow the blood trail.
Can we
Yeah,
understand what exactly is going on here? We have a body of unknown origin that we're cleaning up.
Yes.
I've had one weird hallucination with red light and thumping and someone in trash bags hacking somebody to bits. Is this just
What?
me, or
When did that happen?
while I was
We-
processing the crime scene, where you guys were in here and I was down the hall?
Look, we know that there was some sort of bacchanal going on, and it's very likely that there were drugs involved, and probably some of that still lingering in the air from the being immolated by the fire. I think we need to be careful about the things that we start hallucinating.
I'm not sure this is drugs. Drugs would be a sustained exposure, and it doesn't happen fast, and it tends to linger.
Well, neither
And we have
Yeehaw,
trees growing in the
neither,
carpet, and a giant
yeah.
corpse that's
It's just-
still
Get out of here as quickly as possible.
Yeah,
agreed. But
bag it up.
we need to contain this, not just the body. There's more to it than just this body.
We'll see what our friends at home can do.
Okay. Each of us will grab a body bag then.
All right. So you're going to continue to do that. Who's calling Yang? Agent Yang, your case handler.
Shark again.
Yeah,
Okay.
and Sylvan, if you want to go with Boris and to try to keep him out of trouble.
Yeah, that's a great idea. So,
All right.
well, why don't we just, Boris, why don't you and I go around and just make sure we have eyes on everyone else?
Okay. Let's go, and then we get back to Caribou. I hope by Waters is okay. I think she's cute.
She is.
Yes, agreed.
So you continue to walk following this blood trail. And Sharky, let's see what this phone call's like. As you pull out the satellite phone and dial the number that was given to you. Rings for a bit, and then you hear staticky over the other side. Hey, this is Dad. How's your lawn mowing business going? You clean up those clippings? And it's Yang's voice.
We're working on it. It turns out to be a bigger yard than we thought. We have intelligence that the survivors, Russ and Katie, were very bad kids, and we have to make sure they don't go and corrupt the whole neighborhood with their shenanigans.
Oh, that's good. It's good that you informed me of those neighborhood bullies. I was about to talk to them, but now I'll get their parents for some discipline.
Excellent. We have a very mean grandpa on site here that we're taking out in pieces, and we hope that that's going to stop him from stealing all the kids' balls in the whole neighborhood. But this incursion is more serious than we understood. There's an ongoing crisis. We've had injuries.
If that doesn't make Grandpa happy, we're going to have to find some other solutions.
Absolutely. We might need to might need to take somebody to the air show.
That might take a little time, but...
Understood.
You're my favorite son.
Love you, Pop.
Bye-bye now. Yang son.
All right, and I'm going to go and follow that blood trail because, who knows what they're into.
All right.
Yeah, so have Boris and I finished? Are we like,
yeah,
okay,
you're following this blood trail. It's leading into what appears to be a basement, but give me an alertness roll.
All right, give me an alertness roll. Oh, yes.
Okay. Boris is about to step onto a tripwire that has been set up.
Boris, stop!
He says, what?
And I point out the tripwire.
Suka.
Suka, indeed. And is it obvious what this is a tripwire for? It's not for a freaking claymore, is it?
No. It looks like some kind of blade that would come down that has been set up. It does not look burned. This equipment looks new.
Someone just set this up. This is new. No, I'm saying that to him.
Oh, he says, Waters? Or someone else? One of you?
No, we didn't travel all the way here to make booby traps. Maybe a survivor?
Maybe.
I don't think you should be walking around. You should really just head back to the campsite.
Are you going to go by yourself?
I'm going to meet up with my colleagues, and we're going to follow this blood trail, and we got to contain the area.
Okay. And that's when Sharky meets up. He says, okay, I go back. You go on ahead.
Be careful,
I will keep
Boris.
my eyes peeled.
Yes.
Yeah, please do.
And I explained, I was like, dude, someone just set up a tripwire.
Well,
freaking booby traps around here.
The good news is that means there's something in the cellar that they don't want us to see. The bad news is that means that we've got active incursion. Have you seen anything weird happen where there wasn't reddish light?
No.
So
I don't believe I have.
We have a warning in that regard.
Okay, so do you have any thoughts? Because I'm out of my element here. So let's say we turn a corner. Oh no, a reddish light. So, because running away, we keep on getting attacked. And you said we tried ignoring them or stepping to the side. That didn't work. So It's not if, but when again we're in red light. Any ideas to, get out of that?
Praying man, Sylvan?
At times.
Part of me hopes that some whiskey on our breath will defer immediate disaster. If we seem to be revelers, he might be less likely to attack. I'm not as afraid of the Saturnites as I am of the anomaly itself.
Naturally.
But the red light seems to be part of the time shift. So if we stay away from the area that has been shifted temporarily, then we might be able to maintain a hold on the present, where that thing is still living but very badly damaged and not capable of tearing anyone's arm off.
I wonder if when this entity became injured, did it create all these different, I don't know, pockets or rifts in time?
Talos is right to point out that Saturn is Kronos, so my first supposition would be that this is an alien technology and that the Greeks were aware of this, maybe a single entity that was from elsewhere that could do these things. But I think that there's an echo and that he's not in control because he's been so destroyed. There's almost no tissue in the skull.
That's interesting. You and Talon were saying this is Saturnalia. When is that over?
It depends on the precise date of the winter solstice, which varies a bit from year to year. But it's what the week leading up to and including the shortest day of the year, I think.
So what? Just a few more days. It's over, and that could probably be helpful.
Yes, right. It should be reduced after the period. Oh, but that's also just when the worship happens. The creature,
Yeah.
All right, and we'll both get lights on and be careful down the stairs in case there's more traps.
Yep.
And is there still blood trail?
Yes, it is fresh blood. And as you make your way, squeezing through some tight corridors that have been made from collapsed concrete, we'll switch over to the three in the auditorium as they just finished hacking up these body bags.
All right, great. So where are we ditching these? Do we want to just get them out in the snow?
Well, he said that we're going to have to stay in tents.
We could find a dumpster to store it in so the wild animals don't get to it, since it's got meat on it.
We should probably see find out. We'll take these outside. There's not much on them, and the body bags will protect them. They shouldn't smell.
There's a red light
back to our
that emanates from outside.
Not again.
But not in the auditorium. It's whatever's in the hallway. You hear screaming, muffled screaming, the sounds of footsteps.
Here we go again.
All in the red light. They're shining.
I draw my gun. Like, you guys hear that?
Yep.
Yes.
Is it the others? Do we need to go help them?
I don't think this involves them. I
Don't
think it involves
hear
us.
their voices. I'm wondering if there's anything that I can think of in dealing with this. You said the god Saturn. I'm going to. I memorized this as a younger man. The beginning of the Theogony by Hesiod. It's a Greek about the gods, including Kronos, Saturn. So I'll quietly sort of. Should we at least see what the red light is?
Well, this is what they've been talking about, right? This is every time they show up injured.
And it seems quite aggressive towards I'm going to move towards it.
No, tell us. Wait. What if let's just try to drag these body bags out different way. Let's take a different exit.
There are everything, all four walls.
I
As
see.
if everything
Is it
outside was
through
glowing
holes in
red.
the walls or
Yeah,
from
there's
the
holes in the
walls?
walls.
Okay, so it's from outside going through all the openings.
Correct.
Okay. So we're kind of
Okay.
trapped. We either wait for it to come to us or we go to it.
You said it didn't last very long, though. So,
No, it didn't. But
it's an
it was a
attack. I think
lot.
we should at least secure ourselves and make sure, watch for attacks, because that seems to be what it does.
Okay. Are any of you looking through the cracks?
Yes.
Okay. So you see a couple things. You see in the hallway a woman draped in a trash bag chasing a naked man with a hunting knife. Past that, you can see a mob clad only in aprons hacking away at a squirming mass of flesh that you assume is Saturn. And on top of that, in the distance, you see two people, a man and a woman. They drag a corpse, missing its hands, feet, nose, and ears towards the basement. And you can roll sand for seeing this trench.
33.
All right, you passed. So take 1 point of sand damage for a pass.
Trench, what's going on out there?
It looks pretty grisly. There's a mob chasing after someone, and they're hacking away at someone, and others are being dragged to the basement. And there's another trash bag lady.
Why trash bags? Are they just trying not to get blood on them?
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, Alex, is the auditorium still like burnt for us? Like still dilapidated? Okay. Well, yeah, all right. I mean, I think we should barricade and wait it out. I don't think we should go chasing after him.
Oh, agreed.
Okay, I'll stay with you guys.
Okay.
I don't think it's a good idea to stare into the red light. That seems to trigger something in the mind.
Eventually, if you're just going to huddle, stay put, the red light dissipates, and you are back. However, before you can move, we'll jump to Sylvan and Sharky.
So,
As Sylvan, you're heading out.
yeah, Sharky, it just occurred to me. We're not armed for this. I'm gonna run back to the tents real quick, and I brought some weapons. I got a chainsaw and shotgun, plenty of ammo, and even a spare hatchet. So
Very nice. So and Sharky, you're heading forward into the basement
Yeah,
because you know what must be done.
I'm afraid that if Waters has already been taken down here, we want to stop her from being sacrificed because it might help the thing I'm going to be cautious. I've got my flashlight and my pistol, and I'm going to move slowly. But if I can shoot one cultist and stop a sacrifice, then I just hope I don't run into the god.
Yeah, it's a terrible thing. As you squeeze into the tight basement entrance, inside the cement floor is smashed, and there is a pit that just goes down through bedrock. The edges are smooth, and they're grooved, like something once fit into it, like almost like a manhole cover. And the blood here, there's a lot of blood here, which is all coagulated, frozen. And then there's that fresh blood trail that is just leads into the pit. Into the pit.
So I'm going to scan the rubble of the cellar for whoever threw somebody in the pit.
Whoever threw them into the pit is gone and not here.
All right, and I'm going to
And
shine my light down into the pit.
you cannot see the bottom.
It just keeps going. Yeah.
Right.
Does
Right.
it feel like there's warm air coming up or cold air, or does it smell like anything other than the blood that's hopefully mostly frozen?
It just smells like blood and wine. And this pit is about, let's say it has a 10-foot diameter.
Mm-hmm.
And it's completely smooth. And it looks like there was once a covering on it,
Right.
but there is no covering.
I'm going to then, when I feel reasonably secure that there is not an active antagonist in the cellar, I'm going to start searching the cellar for a possible cover that was removed.
If there was a cover, it'd be 10 feet in diameter. So not here. It'd have to be pretty substantial. And as you make your search, you can maybe see claw marks, scrape marks of something climbing out.
Christ. The scale of the digits, does it look like?
Yes, they match the skeleton. Okay. Using your visual calculus.
So when the woman at the bar said they shouldn't have let him in, they didn't mean in from the blizzard, but up from the pit. Maybe if we send the whole building down the hole, it'll block it up. All right, I'm gonna reverse to meet up with Sylvan.
Okay, all right. Sylvan is ahead of you unless he waited. I know he's going for his guns, his chainsaw. Very nice. We will get to you, but before that, let's hop back to the auditorium as you just finished wrapping up the body bags. The red light has subsided, but
we should make a run for it, boys.
Coming out of the stage, the backstage, you see Saturn. But he's not remotely dressed at all. He's completely naked. His beard is scraggly, his eyes are bloodshot, and he just screams out,
I will.
Roll sand.
Mazel tov.
Roll sand.
I
81.
passed.
All right,
20.
D6 on a fail, 0 on a pass.
D6.
I failed. What was it, DC?
D6. Yep.
Oh, howdy. We thought you were in these here
He's
bags.
foaming from the mouth.
Oh, boy.
And at this point, we're going to go into initiative.
What could go wrong?
I got a 1 on the D6.
Okay. Sounds good.
So
Sylvan.
That's me.
Oh, yeah, it's not. Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Hands outstretched, reaching for you. What are you doing?
Run and gun. Just kind of,
Are you
more
going to
on
try
the
and
run.
run? All right, give me a dodge.
Yeah. All right. 91. Nope.
Okay. Okay.
That 1 on the D6, that's just 1 point off.
Yep. So, Yeehaw,
Hmm?
this giant picks you up by one of the legs, and it bites your leg off, your other leg off. It just tosses you to the ground. Why don't you take 7?
All right. That's half. Should I roll con? Is that how it works?
No, in Delta Green, if you take half in one hit, you're just stunned.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty brutal. And you no longer have a leg. You're in shock. You are bleeding out. You need immediate medical attention. And it's now Alice's turn. What are you doing?
Well, I took a pretty hard sand hit there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already on shaky ground mentally anyway. I am going to go down on one knee, raise my hands like this, and chant from the Hesiod in Greek about Kronos and God
Okay,
of time.
yeah, let's see where that leads you. But I want to
speak
see
Greek?
I do. It's on my sheet.
I want to see what Trench does. We'll get to what happens. But
I'm
Trench, what are you
shooting.
doing? You're
I'm
shooting?
shooting.
Okay. With what?
With my handgun.
All right,
9
you draw
millimeter.
your handgun and you fire off maybe 5 shots. Give me a roll. Firearms.
1d10 for firearm.
Yep, so roll your firearms. If you get below that skill, you hit.
Firearm.
And then you get to roll the damage. So you have to roll the hit first.
So that's a D100.
Yes.
Okay, give me a second. I gotta. I got a 2.
2? Okay. Oh, nice. You hit. Roll D10. As you fire off 5 shots, the shots echoing into this auditorium, which is not red, it's just the burnt out building.
D10. I got a 1.
Okay. So you fire off these 5 shots. They land, creating deep red holes that start to leak. He smiles at you, locking eyes. And then he's going to reach for you, Talus, as you are prostrate. There's something animalistic. He opens his jaw and starts to pull you towards his mouth. And then in a blink, you fall to the ground about maybe 10 feet. And it's gone. It just is out of existence. However, Yeehaw has no leg. Your left leg has been torn off with its incisors.
Is it in the room or is it gone?
It is gone. It just,
so we
1
can't
second it was
recover
there, and then it's not.
I'll try to help staunch the blood.
Okay.
Put a tourniquet on it.
All right. You get a plus 20 because you're both assisting each other.
What do we do
roll
with
20. Do we both roll or just 1?
Just 1. First aid.
Actually, do you have any first aid?
I have 10.
That's what I have.
That's why you said 20.
I got 15. So you said plus.
In that case, yeah, he's not quite going into shock, but he definitely needs some kind of actual equipment.
It's not the red light. It's not the red light. We just gotta get out.
And in your mind, it is here now. So why don't you roll for helplessness, Yeehaw, as you are never going to walk again normally.
I got 33.
Oh, okay, take a 1.
Yeah.
Because maybe your instincts are just not allowing you to think that way. As you lay bleeding on the auditorium floor.
Yeah.
What are you 3 doing?
I'll crawl out.
I'm going
We
to
need to get out of here. The 3 of us need to get out of here.
Hook my hands
Tim.
underneath his armpits and pull. Yeah, pull him out.
Okay.
We should just put him in a fireman carry and just walk out.
Sylvan, we'll jump to you. Sharky, you're also exiting the building. Boris is there. He's attending to his grill.
That's good.
He looks shaken, and he waves at you.
Yep, and I'm just getting all my weapons, and I'm gonna start the chainsaw so that it's warmed up and ready to go. But then I'm gonna turn it off. And I don't know if you've ever seen Army of Darkness, but I might not be missing a hand, but I'm basically shotgun, chainsaw.
Okay, yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I love that. Give me an alertness roll.
Okay. I have an idea what's happening, but
You really don't.
I think I do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's
all right. You see the glint of a scope from the 7th floor of the apartment building.
Oh shit!
And
I wasn't expecting
it's not aimed at you. It's aimed at Boris.
I will jump to push him out of the way.
That's really heroic. Okay, give me.
It's Boris. He served as caribou.
I will let it ride. Give me an athletics roll.
No.
Okay, so you're gonna take some damage then, as you take a actual 30-06 rifle shot. You push Boris out of the way as you sprint to him, and then you dive, and then there's just a ripping pain that goes right through you. As you are shot.
Right into the screwdriver wound. What are the odds of that?
How much health do you have?
Oh, at least 1 million. Let's see here. I'm sorry. Delta green sheet. Hit points. Okay. So I got fully healed, so I'm at 13.
All right, you're at 8 now.
That sounds bad.
Yeah. And it's not quite half, so you're not stunned, but you are lying in the blood. Boris is scrambling. Actually, no, he's dragging you into cover.
7th floor.
He's saying, shit. Another shot rings out. This one hits the grill that you're taking cover behind. And he continues to drag you out of line of sight. Everyone inside. You're all hearing this. What's everyone doing?
Well, we need to get Talus we need to get Yeehaw to that medic.
Yeah, that's probably the other agents. They're probably just fighting the giant somewhere else.
Okay. And then we need to find that state trooper with the big gun. And we need to deal with whatever Sullivan and Sharky are encountering.
Is that the plan for everyone?
Yeah, get outside.
Yeah. Okay, so Talus, Yeehaw, Trench, you're all going outside. You're hearing these rifle shots go off, but they're not coming from outside. They're coming from above in the apartments.
So we wait at the exterior.
Okay. Meanwhile,
and we
Sharky,
look up.
Yeah, you're caught in the middle of things. You're on the snow between the apartment and the tents. Choose. What are you doing? You're going to have to commit, though, or else you might get shot.
Who are you asking?
Sharky.
Yeah,
because you were going out to go to Sylvan.
Right.
Yeah.
I on the way up the stairs, I disabled that tripwire.
Mm-hmm. Sounds
good. Right. So there's shooting. Right. I'm back in the building.
You just see Sylvan go down as he's shot, and then he's being dragged away by Boris.
All right, and I can tell from how he fell and the echo that it's above. Right.
Uh-huh.
Am I running into these three as I back into the entrance?
So you're making the decision to go back into the apartment?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then I would say you meet them.
So here's the thing. There's a sacrificial pit in the cellar that seems to go all the way down to hell, and this thing seems to have crawled its way out. So I wonder if we want to throw the parts back down the hole.
Sharky, that's cool. It bit my leg off. That sounds good. I can't.
Right.
Oh, is an appropriate response.
Yeah. No, that's a great idea. I like that. I can't help.
Right. Maybe I'll just take the bag with the head in it and throw it down the pit. And then we can figure out who's shooting from upstairs.
I thought that was you. You're not upstairs. Who is that?
No, there's a cult. They're the survivors who got out are cultists. I've warned Yang. Give me the head. I'll go back down with it.
I'll come with you. I'll take the other bags.
Yeah. We left it all in the auditorium.
All right, who's supporting Yeehaw up?
I'll take care of Yeehaw.
All right, so Yeehaw's leaning against you, Trench. He's going to slow you down.
Well, I'm trying to get him to the medic, so...
Oh, so you're going outside where there's...
Well, I'm not outside. I'm trying to figure out how to get him to the medic.
Okay. So
he needs
that's the goal.
care.
That's the goal.
Mm-hmm. That's the goal.
All right. Meanwhile, outside, Sylvan.
Yep.
You are shot. Boris is holding where you got shot, trying to stop it. And
I'm going into my survival gear and like gauze and whatnot.
You saved my life. Let's get you patched up.
Lunch.
He like desperately like tears off a piece of some cloth and wraps that up. He says, "This is hurt. This is going to hurt." And
yeah, it already does.
He takes out the bullet.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I didn't think you were supposed to do that. Oh.
And then he starts to bandage it up. Heal 2.
Okay.
And as you're screaming, gritting your teeth, biting down, you're seeing another fire inspector like trying to take cover and scramble for the snowmobile.
Yeah.
And you just see her just get shot in the head
Jesus.
by another sniper rifle shot. Give me a sanity roll against violence for just seeing this woman die in front of you.
I mean, I know there's a lot going on here, but do I get the sense that it came from the same location?
Yeah.
I'm kicking ass with the sanity, so.
Okay, 0.
Okay.
So we have you pinned down from sniper fire, and we have the 4 of you in the building deciding what to do. I know Talus and Sharky, you're getting this bag. You're going to throw it into the basement, but when you turn a corner, boom, you're back in the red. And that's where we are going to take a break.
I was about to ask.
5 minutes later.
Right. As I was saying, those of you in the building, you are back in the red. The building is no longer burned down. And on top of that, there is just chaos and revelry going around.
Talus, do you want to try to get a couple of trash bags so that we don't stand out?
I'm just kind of want to make a run for the door.
I'm not sure it's happening in the cellar, so if we can get down the hall through the party.
Oh, I forgot that that's what we were doing. Yeah. Yeah. Are there any drunk cultists around
Passed out?
that we can beat up, or passed out that we can beat up and take their trash bags?
Yeah, there's definitely stuff happening all around you. There's 2 people bringing what looks like to be a corpse towards the direction of the basement as well.
Right.
And I want to mention that Trench and Yeehaw are also in the red.
Oh, like in the doorway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. There is a blizzard outside.
Okay, so we got to wait till the red's over.
Well, you're in it.
Well,
Yeah.
we're in it.
That being
But
said,
we got to wait till it's done.
give me a alertness check from all of you.
My alertness is 60. 88.
Ooh.
All right, that's a fumble.
Mm-hmm.
I had a regular failure.
Okay. Anyone pass?
Nope.
Oh, was I supposed to do that too?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got an 09.
Okay. So you're looking outside, but then you're seeing something that looks like a blue flare out in the blizzard. And it's a lot of smoke that is a blue pale smoke emanating out in one of the snow piles, but it looks like it's further out, maybe about 2 football fields away from the apartment building. But that's about it.
Is it nighttime?
Yes. Yeah, Yeehaw, you're feeling dizzy, faint. What's everyone doing?
I'm staying with Yeehaw and making sure he's still alive.
Yeah.
You know that he shouldn't close his eyes. He needs to stay awake.
Don't go to sleep, Yeehaw.
Yeah, I mean,
Stay awake.
we got a party to blend in, right? Give me a drink.
I have a feeling that won't help.
The bar is off.
It'll help me.
The bar is off this way, right? The bar is say to the right of the front entrance, and the cellar entrance is in the back of the building.
Yeah, I would say
more
so.
or less.
Okay.
Right.
Then we'll stay. The 4 of us will stay together, and we'll go toward the bar. Or
Well, I don't want to slow us down. If if the bar is safe, leave me there, and you guys go try to take care of it.
Well,
so
yeah,
do we have the head?
We have all
in
the
the
body
auditorium.
parts.
Yeah, you have the body parts. Sure.
We have the body parts in 3 bags. It's a matter of like getting them to the cellar. We saw some revelers taking. Was the person being taken there already dead or just partially mutilated?
You couldn't tell.
Right. So yeah, the bar might be the best place to find a pass out reveler to take a trash bag from. So let's enter the bar together. See if Jupiter or Saturn is there.
Okay. Yeah. As you approach the bar, you can hear some kind of confrontation or some objects being slammed against the furniture or the walls.
There are bullet holes as well. But we don't hear big booming laughter.
No, that's coming from the auditorium.
All right. Then let's what's the door to the bar like? Is it like a padded thing with one window in it?
It's ajar because it's been kicked open.
So yeah, let's see. Have a quick look at who the combatants are.
Yeah, there's 3 of these trash bag wearing freaks, and they're just tossing around the woman that you had a drink with earlier, slamming her against furniture.
Okay. Well, I have a firearm. I'm gonna shoot one of the sons of bitches and maybe kill 2 birds with 1 stone in terms of getting a
Give
trash
me
bag
the
or
firearms roll as you draw your gun.
I don't think I think I've had my gun in my hand at any point that I wasn't picking something else up since this all began to pop off. Oh, damn it all. 83 is no good.
All right. So
But
you
sure will draw attention.
You fire the shot, and then they turn, like 2 of them turn towards you, and the other one's preoccupied. They're gonna rush out the door at you, and they're going to scream out, just Saturn, and just rush. So you're at the door. One of them is going to try and bludgeon you with a metal pipe. So you can give me a dodge or a fight back.
I'm going to try another shot.
Okay.
Okay, that's a regular success.
Give me a D10 for the damage.
2. Come on.
2? All right. Yeah, one of them like physically moves back because of the force of the bullet. However, the other one is going to try and smash your head in metal pipe. And you manage to maneuver your head out of the way as the pipe just embeds itself into the door frame.
So they're strong.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. They're unnaturally strong.
Watson, what?
Yeah.
Agent Trench, what are you doing? You have Yeehaw leaning on your.
You're
muted.
muted.
Sorry. I've got Yeehaw, and we're following Sharky to the bar.
Right.
And
someone
so
just tried to bash Sharky's head in.
Yeah, and he's pulling his gun out and shooting, and I'm going to do the same thing too.
Okay. Give me a firearms.
I got 17. Firearms is 50%. So
Okay, roll D10 for the damage.
I got a 0.
That's 10. So one of them rushes out, probably most likely trying to kill Sharky again. This one has a meat cleaver, and he's screaming out, just another body for the pit, and then you shoot him in the throat, and he drops to the ground. And it is now Talus's turn.
Right. I don't have a weapon.
No.
If is somebody coming toward? We're standing like in the door frame, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There's the pipe wielding maniac that's extremely close to Sharky.
Okay. I'm gonna try and pull Sharky back, and as the pipe wielding man moves forward, I'm gonna slam the door, putting the full force of my weight on it against his head as he's
Okay, give me an unarmed.
Armed. Let's see what my unarmed is. Armed. I got 10% in unarmed and I rolled 94.
Okay.
I knew I hadn't passed it.
Right. So the door tries to slam, but he puts a hand, just puts to the side. He's screaming now. Agent Yeehaw, you're leaning against trench. Someone has just breached the door. What are you doing?
Yeah. I'd like to push off a trench and try to tackle him.
Okay, give me an unarmed.
Yeah.
This is desperation. I love it.
Nope, 90.
Then you fall on the floor.
I used the wrong leg, guys.
You're getting the phantom pain. All right. Meanwhile,
phantom pain.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Sharky, this guy's going to try and bludgeon you again with the pipe. You can't really get a shot, so you can only do a melee or a dodge.
Right. I probably got a moment when he pulled the pipe out of the wall, so I can turn myself a little bit. I'm gonna try to kick his kneecap, and from at an angle to really hurt.
Okay, yeah, roll it.
Where is that question? That's melee?
Yeah. Either unarmed melee.
Or unarmed. An 85 won't do either one.
Okay.
Shit. Lead pipe, here we go.
That's right. Lead pipe.
It's 2 80s. 2 consecutive 80s.
All right. You get hit right in the torso and you feel your ribs break.
Oh! I guess I'm going to join Yahoo on the floor.
Yeah, take 3.
I didn't, when I got the arm injury earlier, I got 1 back with first aid. I didn't actually record what I lost in the first place.
Oh, you're with your arm injury, I believe you lost 4.
Okay, so I'm down 3 and I just lost 3.
Yes.
So I'm at 4 of my original 10.
But that's half of your current hit points and for the stun, so you're not quite stunned. Meanwhile, it will be French's turn.
More shooting.
All right, you're just going to shoot the guy? Give me a roll.
I got a 74 out of 50, so I didn't get it.
All right, shots go wild. Glass bottles of alcohol, they shatter as this gunfire goes wild. Talus?
If the guy has hit Sharky with a pipe,
yes,
and leaned forward as he's done it, I'm going to. The only thing I've got remotely like a weapon is my pick, so I'm just going to put my hand on the back of his head and jam it into his.
Okay, give me melee weapons.
What is my melee? Where is it? Oh. No, I missed it by 4 points.
All right, so you're just like trying to slash away, but you can't quite get agency. Maybe some of this trash bag is being cut or stabbed and it's all superficial. Yeehaw, you are on the ground.
Yeah, I'll roll over and start shooting up at him.
You draw your handgun and you just give me a firearms roll.
Oh, I got a 03.
Okay, give me a D10.
Yeah. 6.
All right, so you draw your gun as you're on the floor, and all of the sound just stops as all the struggle just stops. You're still in the red, but you've destroyed 2 of them. The last one is running away through another door. The woman is left unconscious.
Wait for the best. All right. Ow. Trench and Yeehaw, you've got this room secure for the moment. The red should end at some point. Tell us onward.
I'm fighting the guy that was pounding on you.
Oh, he just got shot.
No, he got shot.
Oh, he got
I got
shot.
him.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Do we think the pit is a good idea? It's where they came from.
I think it is. Yeah.
I don't know. But whatever, that's what we've decided to do. We're not going to survive very much longer with all of our wounds. But it's our job. So.
All right, so you're gonna head over to the pit.
Yeah, just help me get over to the bar, hand me a bottle, and yeah, you guys go do that.
How do we know throwing the body in the pit is going to solve this problem?
We don't. We're guessing.
All right,
Yeah.
so you are going to get into the room. The unconscious woman, she's laying on the ground, and you're going to take a drink, Yeehaw. Trench, you're going to help Yeehaw get to the bar. Sharky and Talus, you're going to go towards the basement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Trench, you should go with them. They might need help. I don't want to slow us down.
As I look around
Mhm.
at the bullet holes that we've all just made,
Right.
do these match the bullet holes that we saw in the house? Are we the ones making all the bullet holes?
Maybe.
Some of them.
From one part. Yeah, we're so mentally the people that are in the other timeline. All right. Yeah, we might encounter more people down here. I'm going to pick up that lead pipe.
Okay. Yeah, you pick it up. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
we'll
well-
cut. Go ahead.
Talus, you know how to use a handgun?
Not really very well.
We're not
All
going to
right,
leave you
well,
here unarmed,
yeah.
Yeehaw.
If he was good with it,
Either I
I'd
go
hand it over,
with-
but I'm keeping it.
With Sharky and Talus,
That
Yeah.
way we can each
or we
carry
leave you
one
with
of
the
the
gun.
bags.
We've got
Yeah,
2 dead bodies
I keep my gun. You guys
with
go.
trash bags.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to trash bag up?
That I
2
can,
of us trash bag up, then the third can be a prisoner.
yeah.
Were the revelers, were they in nothing but trash bags?
No.
Yes. No.
No. So
So they
some
have the
of them
trash bags
have-
over their clothes.
Yeah, they have trash bags over their clothes. It's not like they're not
No.
like nude.
Okay. I'll grab somebody's trash bag and put it on.
Sounds good. We'll cut to the burned out present with Sylvan and sniper fire.
So we're still under sniper fire.
Yes, you are.
Okay, I have an idea.
What do we do?
And I'll reach into one of my many survival poncho or survival vest pockets,
Mhm.
and I'm going to pull out a piece of glass, and I'm going to tell Boris to shine it in the at the window where the sniper was,
Okay.
and also I'm going to pull out some smoke signals and just create some ground cover for us.
Ooh, okay, wonderful. Yeah, so he positions the glass so you can see. And you're seeing this guy. He's chambering another round into his 30-06
How far away is he?
Maybe about 100 feet.
Hang on. Let me look up something. Real quick. 2 seconds.
It's 15 yards for a handgun.
Yeah.
You're outgunned. You're outranged.
No, I'm not. That's still within shotgun range.
Oh, okay. Sure.
All right. Let's try that.
Well, that's 50 meters for a shotgun.
Yeah. So if it hits, it's 2d6. So let's try
Right.
this.
He is in cover, so
Oh, what do I do for that?
nothing. I'll just factor that in.
Okay. I rolled a 10.
Okay, very nice. Roll 2d8
All right.
for the slug as you carefully take aim and fire.
That's 10.
That's 10. Okay. You definitely hear a scream, and the rifle sinks back into the building.
Good.
But you're not sure if you killed him.
Probably not. I'm not that lucky.
So, what are you doing?
Am I bleeding out or am I?
You've been staunched. Boris is doing a good job. Or as good of a job he can do. He says, we need to get out of here.
I can't leave my team behind.
This is madness.
We don't. Why didn't we have walkie-talkies? Seriously, what were we thinking? All
You
right.
could have
have
borrowed
radios.
some. You could have asked.
I have a radio.
Yeah, you have a radio.
We do have radios to each other.
Sure.
Okay. Guys, where are you? I just shot at a sniper, but they're probably still alive. Over.
Okay.
We're heading for the pit.
You're
We don't
not
have
hearing
time to talk.
anything.
So I don't get any response?
No.
God. What if they're all dead? I got to see what's going on in the basement. And I said, Boris, you go. Get to safety.
I can't just leave you, man.
Are you sure?
Come, we need to get out of here while he's shot. That was one hell of a shot.
Well, thank you. And
He's going to run towards one of the snowmobiles.
Okay, I was like, go, Boris.
And
Go.
then he's going to start swearing. Tempered.
Temper?
It's been tempered with.
I get up and I run up to him and what do you mean it's been tampered with?
He can't start the vehicle.
What they do? Take the distributor cap or something?
Yes.
You know, you can jerry rig that with a can of soup. But anyway,
Do you want to try? Let's do it. Get the fuck out of here.
I can't leave my teammates behind. Maybe to the docks. Is there a boat at the docks? You could get away.
I could try and run.
Run.
Yeah, the boat's at the docks. It's quite a distance. Over open snow.
No. You'll never make it. Never mind. Look, we have to stay and fight.
He looks scared. You might have to roll persuade.
All right, let me do that. Where's my phone at? That's a solid maybe. And no, it's not close enough. Okay.
He's too shaky. There's fear in his eyes.
Then just stay and hide. All right.
Okay.
All right. And I guess I'll head to the basement.
All right. You are shot. You are wounded. You've got a chainsaw that's running.
Well, I turned it off, but it's
You
still
run
warm.
with the chainsaw?
No, I turned it off, dude.
I know, but are you running with a chainsaw?
Am I running
off.
with a chainsaw? I'd like to think, like in classic Ash fashion, I could put the shotgun around a shoulder strap
Okay.
on my back, and then I'm running with the chainsaw.
So you're going to attempt to sprint to the apartment before this sniper gets back up or not?
Yeah, and don't forget there's still smoke flares everywhere going on.
Okay, so you're throwing the smoke flares as you go. Very
Yeah.
nice. No rolls required. That's badass.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Meanwhile, back in the red, the woman moans from the ground. she's starting to come to as you guys are equipping your trash bag outfits.
When we talk to her. Miss, are you all right?
We're fucking all right.
Well, what I mean is like, is your head smashed in?
Her head's not smashed in. She's
Okay.
been bruised. You can see where it becomes deep purple on her skin.
Okay, what happened?
What is happening?
Yeah. Well, I was just about to pour myself a drink. Come over here. What's your name,
You need
sweetheart?
to stop whatever's happening.
Okay. Do you know how this started?
Who are you? I haven't seen you before.
We've come to help. We're disguising ourselves with the trash bags. We're not believers. Do you remember meeting me once?
Yeah, you went away.
Yeah, it's complicated, but we're trying to stop it. The thing came from underground, right?
Yes.
Do you think if we put it was burned, it's been burned.
I've seen it keep coming back. The more they sacrifice to it, he comes back every time. You need to seal the hole.
Yes, we have an idea for that. But do you think if we throw the body parts down the hole, that'll help?
I don't know. Whatever goes down there fuels Saturn.
Well, wait,
So don't throw the body
seal.
down there.
Huh?
The seal. What are you talking about with that?
I saw them roll something out of the
Up the
basement
stairs?
into the cold.
What did it look like, this something? Was it a plate? Was it a carpet? Was it?
It looked like a manhole with a star.
Okay.
Agent
How many points on the star?
5.
5.
Agent Tallis, did you tell any of us about the blue thing you saw out in the blizzard?
Did I see the blue thing out of the blizzard?
Yes, it looked like a flare.
You were the
Who saw
only
the blue
one.
thing?
I saw a flare. Yeah, I would have told you.
Handler. Who saw the blue flare?
Tallis.
Tallis. Just Tallis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there was some sort of light out there. It was quite a ways though from the door.
You're not going to be able to get there. It's a blizzard.
The blizzard comes and goes. What's your name, Miss?
My name is Barbara.
Barbara, let me introduce you to my friend. We call him Yeehaw because he's from Texas.
Howdy.
You can see that the monster has hurt him as well. We're going to try to get that seal back where it belongs. I think the next round's on Yeehaw.
Yeah. Sealing, that's a lot trickier than just throwing parts in the pit, though. That's... You think the seal only exists here in the red? If we run out of red time, we might not be able to go grab it. You guys, sorry, I can't help.
I mean, if it's
I don't
out,
know.
it's probably under the snow, but it's out there, and it makes sense that. But it's enormous. The hole is 10 feet in diameter, so the three of us will have a hard time.
Yeah, I haven't been down there. They rolled it up the stairs.
Yeah.
Wow.
It took an entire...
A 10-foot diameter manhole cover is not something that 4 of us or 3 of us can actually manhandle.
You just
we don't know what
carry
it
it?
looks like.
I'm saying we can't.
It took
we might...
15 people. Them using their hands.
I say we find a way to bring down the whole structure on top of it.
Could I do an occult roll for the star she's talking about?
No.
Okay.
You can give me unnatural, but I don't think you have unnatural.
No.
Yeah. But I would say with your occult, maybe it's some kind of seal that seals away demons.
Even seal.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for, was that we could kind of like make
Yeah,
an
no need to roll
improvised
for
one
that.
instead of just so out loud the yeehaw just says like, well, we could try to make our own seal instead of going and finding that massive slab.
I don't know how any of that's possible for
Yeah, I don't know either,
you've
but
got
like
one leg.
some lumber and some paint sounds better than rolling a boulder.
Miss, do you know if there was any writing on this seal with the star, or was it just a star,
I didn't get a good look at it, but it looked like a star, a blue star.
a blue star?
We need to get information out to Delta Green, or we're going to fail and this thing's going to keep going.
Well, Yang, I called Yang. You're requesting air support and telling him that they were escapees, but he obviously is going to take time to arrange things and probably can't contact us when we're 2 days ago.
Yeah. And as you're here in this bar, you're hearing stomping from outside the halls.
Oh, here it comes. I'm going to try lighting it on fire.
It does burn. We've got liquor.
And that stomping is getting closer and closer.
Do we have anything to start the fire with?
I'd say one of you has a match.
Or a lighter.
We have enough firearms, but that's not an easy thing to do with a firearm without setting yourself on fire.
I like smoking Marlboros. I probably got a lighter.
The door, which has been closed, there is a knocking on it, which you can only imagine to be one single finger.
Yeah. Okay. Time to grab
Hello.
Everclear and get ready to smash the figure. You might as well lay it up now, Yeehaw, and I'll have a bottle in each hand, the strongest stuff I can find, to just hurl at the head.
Hello.
We can both do that.
I'll
grab a bottle of vodka.
A little bit of cloth at the end. Don't light the liquor directly.
All right. There's going to be no need to roll at all because you're going to set this thing on fire and everything else. So this thing pushes open the door with like 2 fingers. And then you all throw these flaming alcohol bombs.
Molotov
Molotovs
cocktails.
at them.
Yeah.
And it starts to scream and burn, but it's going to thrash out one last time. Everyone make a luck roll in the room.
D100.
We have luck.
D100.
I'm
luck
not
is
there.
50-50 in this game. Sylvan, you're fighting your own battle.
The battle to save Boris.
All right, who rolled the highest?
I got an 83.
I got
83?
64.
I got a
All right.
46. I just
16.
All right, Trench, this one is for you.
Okay, what am I rolling?
Nothing. You got lucky.
Oh, really?
Yes, you did. But an arm just reaches in, just swats aside a bunch of furniture, and you close your eyes expecting doom, but when you open it, you're in a burnt out bar. Hello.
Red
me?
Red is gone. Everyone is in the burnt out building. Sylvan,
Sir.
you've made your way into the hallway.
Excellent.
Where are you going? There
What
is
can
a fresh new blood trail that's leading to the basement.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
Alrighty. So I'm following the blood trail.
How fast are you going?
Somewhere between a jog and a light sprint.
Okay. So you squeeze your way down into the basement, and you're about to round a corner where you saw the pit. Give me an alertness roll
Of course.
with a -20 because you're
What?
jogging.
Oh. Oh. Oh dear. Well, I rolled 96.
Okay, that's just the fail. And you
I don't run into the pit, do I?
no,
It's,
you failed to hear in time the sound of heavy breathing and another chamber being wrecked. So you turn the corner, and there is a gunshot. So we'll see if it hits.
oh no. Could this be the end of the fabled Sylvan?
No. Bullet whizzes past your head. There's a crater in the concrete near your head. And
I take my shotgun and I'm...
All right, but I want you to understand that this person, this state trooper, he's standing right in front of the hole. And if your shotgun is going to blast him, he's going to fall into the hole. What do you do?
Was that previously established?
I don't think he knows that.
Yeah, I don't think I know that, dude.
Yeah, he was outside.
All right, blast away.
Oh, man, I'm going to blow the shit out of this guy. Oh, hang on. Yep, that hits. How many times am I firing?
Just once. It's 2d8 damage.
All right, and then 9.
9, all right. You basically open up a chunk of his chest and he falls into the hole. It's over. You did it. You're the hero.
So was he firing at me with a sniper rifle? Or?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And then you see a hand come out of the pit.
Oh, shit. I'm shooting the fucking hand.
Okay.
Where it's like a giant hand, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Shooting the hand. Hang on. Stupid thing stepping on. No, miss. I don't know how I missed a giant hand, but...
All right. Another hand comes up, and then you see coming out of the hole Saturn, except he's disheveled. He's foaming from the mouth. He looks like a wild animal. And he's going to reach towards you.
I'm unloading everything I can, so I don't know if you need me to make a dex roll or what.
Okay, so if you're just going to choose to shoot at him, he's going to attempt to grab you.
So is this a countered roll? What am I doing?
No. Okay. Because you're busy like shooting at him. So you are shooting him. He's just taking the bullets. And
this doesn't seem to be working.
He grabs you.
Oh.
And you probably scream out. Those of you the rest of you are in the bar. You're hearing screaming coming from the basement.
Couple of shots first.
Yes.
Couple of shots.
That sounds like Agent Sylvan's little girly scream.
Yep. Recognize it anywhere?
We gotta go help him.
Are you gonna leave Yeehaw?
I'm not gonna leave Yeehaw.
All right. So you'll be trailing behind.
We're not even in the red anymore. Are you carrying me down? All right, let's get him. Waving my gun.
It sounded like it came from the basement.
Maybe
Why is Agent Sylvan in the basement?
Well, who knows what he's been up to or through. Should we A, try to contact Yang again, and B, prepare some more Molotovs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Molotovs. Well, the bar is burnt out. Probably no Molotov cocktails left.
Oh, right. How much fire is there in the bar? Did we start the fire?
Probably.
I think we might have started the fire.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. I think we started the fire. Wow.
Okay, so one of you is calling. No one's running towards the basement, right?
No one's calling, right? We haven't decided on
calling
that.
Yang.
We talked about priorities, and we realized that we can't make Molotovs when the bar's on fire, so we're hurrying toward the screams.
Okay.
And then we'll be calling Yang, etc.
Towards my very manly panicked screams.
That sounds like a 12-year-old girl.
Maybe.
We just saw a spider.
Maybe.
Okay. Right. So who's running ahead? Who's first?
I'm probably.
Well, I've got Yeehaw.
Yeah, you're out of the question. You cannot.
I'm in front. I think we had two trash bag parties. The question is, who's in trash bags?
It's me,
You
me
too.
and Shark here in the front.
All right.
Okay. There you go.
Yep.
And I've got a lead pipe.
And I've got a firearm. And probably a lower dex,
Mhm.
since, I mean, I don't know, mine's 10.
I have your decks, so
I just mean who's in front
My,
between
my,
me and
whoever-
my
Alice.
dex is also
I would
10.
I would say Sharky. Sharky's in
Yeah,
front.
that makes sense.
All right, so yeah, you squeeze the crack and you see Saturn gripping Sylvan in one big hand.
Another
And
one.
he doesn't look like he did in the red. He looks ravenous, wild. And
I'm shooting his arm.
yeah, and he's attempting to squeeze your guts out like the inside of an Italian sausage. So
That's gonna be one spicy meatball.
yes, sir.
Alright.
All right, so let's see if you survive this. So give me a firearms roll, and this is with a +20.
Okay. Let's see what we get here. Firearms roll plus. Okay, yes, that's still a success.
Okay, nice. Roll damage.
2d8. Okay. 10.
All right, so you're blasting away with your shotgun, and he's squeezing tighter and tighter, and you do cataclysmic damage to this guy
Nice.
point blank, but he also squeezes tight, and it's like smashing hamburger meat with like stepping on hamburger meat.
That doesn't sound like I live.
No, you are dead.
Well,
And Sharky, you see that?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a little sanity.
That's a good thing to roll.
Don't let the body fall in the hole.
Um, I have again, my inhumanity is greater than the horrors before me.
Uh-huh.
I take it in stride. Is that a
Okay.
1?
Yeah, I would say it's one.
I don't.
Seeing... Okay, so I would say that's a D4 to see such a horrible death. Oh my lord! You want to project onto a bond, or are you gonna just take it?
No, I think I'm taking it all right now.
All right, sounds good. Every time you close your eyes, you're probably going to see this sight for the rest of your life, however long that may be. But
and the high-pitched wails of Agent Sylvan, apparently.
Well, I
Right.
already
Sylvan-
I have a serious sleep disorder because of previous things that I've seen.
yeah, so Sylvan's upper torso is teetering on the edge of this pit.
Yeah. So you need to grab the hair or jacket, whatever is easier to grip,
Uh,
pull it away from the pit, and that should help leverage a
All right.
shot at the creature, especially if he's got a gaping wound or if his
yeah,
mouth is
yeah.
open.
Roll firearms.
Darn it! It's
I'll give you a
20.
+20. You're point blank, and he's giant.
Oh, well, I rolled a 20, so that's means I got
All right, roll D10.
complete 5.
Yeah, with a 5, great. You blast him, and he stumbles back. It looks like
And I'm
he's
sort of
about to
prepared to
teeter into the pit.
I'm about to fall back, I think, with as much of
So you fall on your ass, probably.
Sylvan.
Yeah. Talus, what are you doing?
The
The force of the shots almost make this giant fall into the pit, but you think it needs a little more.
Is he holding on to the edge of the pit with his hand?
Yes.
Has Sharky managed to pull the body away
Yes.
from the edge? All right. I'm going to bring down my
Pipe.
my lead pipe on his knuckles.
All right,
That, he's holding on to the edge of the
give me a melee weapons roll.
pressing. 14. Is that any good?
Yeah, that's great.
Melee. Melee is 30. Excellent.
All right, so you bring down the pipe. You hear just this crunch of bones, and Saturn lets out a scream as he falls into the pit. But then halfway through his fall, he just blips out of existence, leaving you all, you four, alone in the dark as Trench and Yeehaw manage to get there. What are you all doing?
We got to get a hold of DG.
Yeah, we might as well hurl the rest of him. Are the body bags empty? Like, did they blip out of existence, or do they still have?
There's still bones.
We might as well hurl all this down there, but we have to get this recapped. And then, let's see, as far as we know, the trooper was the last cultist on site. The escaped cultists, we've alerted them about. It might take him a while to regenerate the red if he's falling an infinite distance. So let's shovel these body parts down the hole.
Okay.
Get out into the cold.
Right.
And radio Yang.
Isn't there still sniper upstairs somewhere?
There's the sniper rifle that is clattered onto the ground in front of the pit.
Yeah, but there's a sniper upstairs.
I think he came downstairs.
I killed the sniper.
You injured him. We don't know that you killed him.
No, he shot him with the shotgun.
Yeah, all we don't know because he can't tell us because he's squished like hamburger.
Oh, that's true.
That's right.
But we do know there's a sniper rifle and
on the ground
and a trooper hat.
Yeah, I'm going to scoop up the sniper rifle.
Right, you have a sniper rifle. You have a 30-06 Springfield.
Let's dump the bones, but not with the bags. Let's dump them out of the bags, and then put poor Sylvan in one of them.
Okay.
Very thoughtful, Yeehaw.
Mm-hmm. And we should just tell everyone. We said that we were the building inspectors, right? Let's condemn this place. Don't let anybody in.
There's nobody left out there, I think.
Oh yeah, I haven't been outside.
As we go out, we're going to find out if there's anybody else out there. Because we need to find that female EMT for you.
That'd be nice.
Assuming she's still alive and she's not an occultist.
And she hasn't had her brains blown out with this very rifle you're carrying.
Classy.
Yeah.
All right.
Somebody has to stay here and watch the pit.
Yeah, you dump the bones into the pit. They fall.
If anybody stays here to watch the pit, they could get pulled in and be another sacrifice. We need to get out. The red doesn't seem to happen outside. We need to get out.
We need to extricate.
All right, so you all
two of us
get out of the building, right? Right. As you step outside, Boris, you see him like jogging towards the apartment building. Where is your friend?
He didn't make it.
In this bag.
He's in the bag.
Oh my God.
We don't ask what happened. Have you been in contact with anyone? Is anyone here still alive?
Yes, just the doctor.
Okay, well, Yeehaw needs the doctor. Take us to the doctor.
Okay. Dr. Brennan.
One of the troopers was with them. That's who was shooting.
This is terrible.
Very.
That trooper blew out the brains of the MT.
But we still have the doctor.
Yes.
Okay.
Quick, this way. And Boris takes your shoulder, Yeehaw, and he takes you to the tent where everyone was hiding out. Well, him and the doctor were hiding out.
Howdy, Doc. My leg doesn't feel so good, or at all.
It's going to be okay. I'm going to give you something. And when you wake up, everything's going to be fine.
Thank you. I've been drinking. You should probably know.
Okay. And he just injects you with something, sets up a kit, and you close your eyes.
French, why don't you try calling Yang just so that we have multiple reliable sources for him about the urgency.
Okay. But we also should consider looking for that manhole cover.
Yeah, Talus, you would know where it was if you stood at the window.
Yeah, I'll try to go in that direction, see if I can
We
find
can
it.
even finally use radios, so you can stand by the building and
Mhm.
try to direct me, and I can walk around.
Yeah, and while you're doing that, exchanging and communicating using teamwork, Trench, you call case handler Yang. He says, well, how goes the lemonade stand business?
Um, we got robbed. We have no more lemonade. It's all over the place. We got no money because the money got stolen. Um, Yeehaw has a busted leg, and we're having trouble closing up a manhole that is in the area.
Okay. We'll send a team in. Just sit tight. Are you in immediate danger? The bully's still there?
Who? I'm sorry, say again?
Are the
bully.
bullies still there?
No,
Okay.
they seem to have vacated the area.
Hang tight and try to get your money back.
Okay.
And if you can stop the bullies, do so. But only if you're safe, in a safe position to do so. And while this is happening, Sharky, you're being led. Talus is directing you. You hit a stone cover. And you wipe away the snow and see
Right.
the star inscription.
Is it material? What's the material? Is it stone?
It is
Metal?
stone.
Is it a regular polyhedral star?
No. It's one you've never seen before. Something that you feel power radiating from. It
Wonder
feels
if it's
hot.
easier to move than it should be. Gonna sort of try to shift it a little bit. It's really 10 feet around.
Yeah, it's heavy. But I'll take a idea times 5 roll.
That's the only
Int
thing
times
I'm
5.
good at. I rolled a 6 for my 85.
Okay. You can definitely tow this thing, the vehicle.
Great. All right. I'm gonna thumbs up Talus and jog toward one of the snow dudes.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely been messed with, but
Mhm.
Boris says he's like working on it currently. He says, "Oh, good, I got it running again. Someone sabotaged it."
Yeah, the trooper probably. We need
Yes, chain.
yeah.
Okay. And I am just gonna fast forward as you basically drag this 10-foot diameter stone plate into the building, and I'm assuming all 4 of you, including Boris, Yeehaw is unconscious, being operated on. You roll it down the stairs, the 4 of you, and I'm assuming you're just going to cover it.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. And when you cover it, you wait just to see what's happening. There's a feeling of finality. There is no more red, but I want to know what you are all doing as you hear helicopters approach.
I'll go
We should,
outside at least and
get into the
motion them
tents
to come.
probably.
Right.
They
Okay.
might be bombing the building because of what I said Yang, so we want to
They can't
We need to
bomb
evacuate the
building.
building.
All right, so you all get out. Yang appears out of one of the helicopters. He says, How's everything? Status?
Secure for the moment.
You need to seal it up with 20 tons of concrete.
And collapse the building on top of that.
And
maybe throw it on a landslide to good measure.
And the remains?
In the hole.
The material was not stable.
Yeah.
it was regenerating, and we did not know.
Yeah, a certain shell company is not going to like that, but we can tell them to suck it.
Yeah, we probably actually have, if they want to test the material, Talos did incise the bone. We probably have very small, we took off some soft tissue. So for
Very
scientific
smart.
purposes,
You probably
We also
saved
have-
us all, Talos.
We also have 2 body bags that has some residue in them from the remains.
Good. Well, and Sylvan,
He didn't make it.
we'll make sure that his family is financially cared for.
and he went very bravely, and it wasn't too slow. It was pretty fast. I'm not going to say he didn't suffer, but I was there, and it wasn't.
We're all going to have trouble eating hamburgers from this point on.
All right. Well,
The people in the building suffered more than any of us, I can say with some certainty. Do you have lockdown on the escapees?
we'll take care of it. Consider this opera over. I mean, Operation Armored Index, that's closed. Good job, working group Glassine. And that is where we will end Saturnalia.
This is the second time I've had an agent named Sylvan. I've used this concept before. He didn't make it either.
Maybe go floral next time, or fauna next time.
There you go. But Boris lived, right?
Yeah, he
We
lived.
say Boris.
Save Boris.
Boris
You
is
could become
probably
Boris.
Boris might be
He
joining
can,
Delta
he can
Green.
now he can go from being an NPC to being a character.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you can play him from now on.
Especially if you like doing a Russian accent gently.
I'll have to work on it.
So
Right.
they had opened up the pit.
Yeah, and then Saturn came out. People were influenced by it. People were thrown into the pit, which only made Saturn stronger and come back and regenerate over and over. And Saturn, obviously being a time god, could manipulate stuff to go into the red. The trees, they were just from Saturn just manifesting them out of the ground. So he could enjoy grapes and figs. And obviously, one of the cultists survived and got out. And that was the state trooper, the one that you saw early on with the sniper rifle and the bag of stuff, who was
Right.
one by one picking people off and putting them into the pit.
And we killed him, right? That's the one that Silva killed, right?
Oh yeah, I killed him.
So no one escaped.
You don't think so?
Okay.
Was there anything we missed?
No.
Okay.
Good job.
Was the building built by an architect cultist?
It doesn't go
Obviously,
into
that
that,
was in the basement.
but I would imagine so.
The most mysterious thing is why Jupiter would be in Bear Claw, Alaska, and they'd build a 10-story building on top of his tomb.
I guess the
Mhm.
gods
Saturn.
work in mysterious ways.
Yeah, I mean, it was all Pangea once. Maybe, like, that pit was under Greece 4,000 years ago and is under Alaska now.
Oh,
Our players included Chris Watson, Howard Freeze, Kaylin McDowell, David Gasway, and myself with Alex Sun as the handler. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. Excuse me. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Podbean or iTunes or Spotify. If you would like to help support our show, please visit our Patreon account. Just $1 a month helps us a lot. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Delta Green role-playing game. Until next time, good luck good gaming.